for allergy testing and weekly shots. At Aspire, we make it easy with same-day results and a personalized treatment plan built just for you. Skip the meds that only mask symptoms. Aspire offers real solutions so you can breathe easier and feel better for good. Visit AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Reward yourself or someone else with a luxury pre-owned Rolex from International Diamond Center.
They're in pristine condition. Everything's been authenticated.
That's IDC's Brian LeClaire, who scours the world to find the highest quality Rolex timepieces. Immaculate, well cared for, flawless.
You're going to find that the quality and overall condition of the watches looks very much mint, the way that you'd want it. You're not going to see the difference when you shop at IDC between the ones that you'd get at your authorized dealer and what we have here.
And unlike the authorized Rolex dealers, IDC has all the models you want ready for purchase.
You want a Pepsi? We've got it. You want a Batman? We've got it. You want a Sprite? We've got it. You want a Bruce Wayne? We've got it. You want a Submariner All Gold? We've got it.
Exquisite pre-owned Rolex watches at the best prices you'll find anywhere.
We know what the pricing looks like in the marketplace around us, and we know that we completely obliterate the competition when it comes to the pricing.
Find the Rolex of your dreams today at International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Tuesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we do have a good program set up for you this afternoon. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. We'll do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 3:45, it's the Froggers football follow-up, and I think we have an extra play here. Are we doing it?
Well, yeah, I want to do it that
okay,
way.
well, we'll do it that way for sure.
Okay.
All right, 4 o'clock hour.
It's going to be harder to win.
It's what you do that's new at 4 o'clock. We'll kind of dive into that for the 2026 year. 5 o'clock hours trivia. We'll end it up with It's Only Money, and you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely, very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead, producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram and Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, just at Jim Colbert Show, and all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. You can also send us a talkback if you'd like. That's easy. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack, and we will get you on the air. Superstardom's right around the corner for sure. And by the way, yesterday we made the announcement at the end of this show. I did not do it at the beginning of this show. You'll notice we didn't introduce Ross today. Ross will be on Thursdays and Fridays through this year because of his schedule change in his life. We can't do anything about that, so we'll take him when we can get him. So Ross Padgett Thursdays and Fridays now on the Jim Colbert Show.
Perfect way to kick off your weekend.
That's right. I agree 100%. How you guys doing today?
Oh, fat and sassy.
Ducky.
Ducky. I haven't heard that since Pretty in Pink.
Ducky, fat, and sassy.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Well, truth in
That's a show title.
It is.
Couple things, man. I feel kind of naked today. I know I don't look.
you're bald?
I don't look naked, and it's not because I'm bald. Tell me if you guys do this. If you forget something,
not your phone.
Not as bad as your phone, because your phone is an auto. Everybody kind of understands that. That's your life connection. If you forget your phone, you have effed your day up. I don't care who you are or what you do.
It's now more important than your wallet.
It is.
It is, because it is your wallet.
Can I tell you something? Yeah. You're 100% right, Jack. I walked out of the house the other day and did not put, because I was out working in the yard, and I just had my phone on me, but I had my key, and I was like, well, I've got to run to the parts store and grab a couple things for this project I was doing, and I did it, and halfway there, I was like, oh, damn. I don't have my wallet with me. And then I realized, oh, damn, old man, you don't have to have that damn thing anymore.
Oh, he's actually getting naked.
Oh, boy.
But that's not what I forgot today. I was over
Underwear.
Stop. That almost happened. I had to wash them this morning. I was out. I'd have been free balling today for sure.
Let's see. Your laptop is there.
And yeah, don't have a laptop yet. That's a whole different story with Code Black. He went AWOL during the entire break, and I saw him 4 times, but he never went to work. He took the entire time off. His son came down from Denver, and they chilled the entire time.
God forbid you drive to him.
No, I'm not going to do that because he was coming out of the house twice. He just forgot it.
Headphones.
My watch.
Oh.
I've been wearing a watch now. I never wore jewelry my entire life, and to this day, it's the only thing outside of my wedding ring I've ever worn.
I thought you wore a chain.
And I forgot my watch. No, I've never worn nothing ever like that. Not a bracelet, chain, no nothing. No rings. If it wasn't for this ring, I wouldn't have that on. I don't have a nugget ring, although I kind of would like one.
You are a nugget.
But
I really hate the times where you and I are so on the same page.
Oh, yeah. You hated that too?
Yeah.
You want a nugget ring too?
No, the fact that zero jewelry, wedding ring is it.
That's it.
And now I do a watch because I have this cool Apple Watch that I got for
from the sweetest
Christmas
dude that you've ever met. Say it. Just say it.
He's okay.
All right.
I love your love language.
But I forgot my watch today, and I was over there talking to our engineer, Frank, one of the coolest guys in the building, and I looked at my watch to see how much time I had left to get to the show, to the station, because it was the News Junkie just went off the air, and I was like, damn, and I realized, how do you miss that? It's kind of heavy, And I don't know, man. I just feel kind of weird about it.
You're not leaving to go home and get your watch.
I'll be fine. I'm definitely not doing it.
Okay,
and can I ask you a question? I was doing laundry today.
Which one, me or Jack?
No, you. I'm going to ask you this question.
All right.
Because you are a female.
All right.
I'm a woman.
I have been married for 20 years, and gentlemen out there that do housework, listen to me closely and see if if this also applies to you.
Don't ever do her laundry.
No, for one thing, I do not. I only do
good.
the stuff I know it's safe to do. All the other fancy stuff, if it's fuzzy, I put it away. If it's anything that looks if it's cotton or jeans or socks or underwear, I have the permission to wash those.
The underwire bra does not go in the dryer.
That's
no,
right.
it does not.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
It'll
Never.
bend the wire.
It'll what?
It could bend the wire.
No, is it really?
Yes.
Never heard that.
I mean, technically, you shouldn't even put them in the washer. You're supposed to hand wash them, but kiss my ass at that price.
Amen, sister.
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing with mine.
Not in the dryer.
Okay, does Chris do laundry around your house at all ever?
He does some.
He does some. Jack, do you do laundry at your place?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while, same thing. And it's the same here. We do it.
I like to be in charge of it.
Do you really?
Yes.
So we do about half and half. About half and half. It's just really for us, it's who's available to do it. Because my wife has a pretty busy schedule. Mine's considerably more lax than hers, so I wind up doing some of the laundry as well. She likes doing it on the weekends. I do it during the week. Did a load today because I was straight up out of dros. I had to have some underwear, so I did a load of wash, and I don't just wash one thing, so I washed everything.
Did you have to use a stain stick?
No, stop. I shouldn't give you a pause to think of something.
Well, I was already waiting. Go with OxyClean.
Yeah, no, I got a new hack for that, for stains.
Right.
Dawn dishwashing detergent.
100%.
It is the best for rust, for blood, for anything.
I keep a little bottle,
like a little drop or two right there on the sink?
Yep. Not even near the sink. With the laundry stuff, I have it, just on the side. You have a stain, little Dawn, you rub it in. Boom.
Really?
Oh,
perfection.
So that's, it's funny. My father-in-law only uses that to wash grease and oil off his hands. He doesn't even use Gojo. He says that's the best stuff out there.
Yeah.
It really is.
So do women turn everything they own inside out before they put it in the wash?
It depends. If there's embroidery, if the buttons are real delicate.
No. I'm not talking about because you care about the garment. I'm talking about just
off.
On my life. May God pull a bolt through this building.
Just wait till I'm not sitting
and
next to him.
Split me in half if I sit right here. I did part of the clothes I did today was my wife's clothes. She has the stretchy pants. She does the pants thing. What are they called?
Yoga pants.
What?
Yoga pants.
Yeah, those things, right?
Lululemon pants.
Right. At the Lulus, right? Yeah,
okay.
Does a lot of the stretchy pants, right? Because they're very comfortable. Everybody likes them. Whatever. Every single pair. Jeans, shirts, underwear, Labubu pants, all the stuff inside out. What happens? It doesn't happen in the wash or the dryer. Do you guys just...
Well, because
when I take my clothes off, I turn them back outside, or I even take them off so they're right side.
Remember just earlier today, in the past 8 minutes, where I said I hate when you and I line up so perfectly? So I'm folding laundry on Sunday.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Every one of my wife's item was inside out. And as a protest, I folded it inside out.
You know what?
And left them.
And I'm not even, look, can I tell you something? When I fold it up, I put it right side, and it takes 5 times as long. I could fold 4 loads of my own clothes in the same time it takes me to fold 1 load of my wife's, because I literally have to turn everything in the wash of hers right side out again.
It's so funny. This started off as a question and ended as a diatribe. Do you want me to jump in at any point?
Did you expect anything else?
No, I did not. Damn it. You'd think after 7 years I'd know better,
But
Jack.
Deborah, I have to tell you, I don't think you're that person. You seem like somebody that would, like, because you're doing it and you don't want to do it later, it seems like you would be very responsible and like, okay, I'll just take this off the right side out.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the fabric. Like, if you have a really nice pair of dark colored jeans and you want to keep the color as long as you can, you turn those inside out.
Never heard that either.
Because it keeps the color from fading that much faster.
Did not know that.
If you have like an iron-on t-shirt that you really like the design and it's kind of big, you might want to turn that inside out, because then the heat doesn't affect that applique as much as it would if it's right side out. If there's lace or anything that get caught like on a button in the dryer, you want to turn that inside out. It depends on the fabric. It depends on the, underwear. I mean,
you just throw them in there.
Just throw them in there.
Yeah, because I don't have to worry about the underwear. She wears this tiny little underwear anyway, so it doesn't really,
Really? Tell us more.
Stop. You just grab 50 pair with a hand.
Right.
I mean, that doesn't really matter. And you're such an ass.
What color? What color are they? I'm thinking like a blue, like a royal blue.
But the jeans,
Lots of nudes, Jack. Lots of nudes.
Keep talking.
But I just realized today, I was like, man, do you? I have the vision of her standing in the closet laughing like a supervillain, turning everything that she wears inside out. Socks, panties, everything, just to make my life that much more difficult. And then laughing from afar, knowing that I'm sticking my hand down that damn yoga pant leg to yank it back out every time.
No, I mean, it's actually like somebody just texted us at 77031. Believe it or not, Inside Out prevents it from developing those little lint balls. When you start to get pilling on your sweaters, it doesn't happen as much when it's inside out, because the fibers aren't bouncing in. You don't want to hear any of this. You just want to complain about everything being inside out and go.
Here's what I'm saying, though, Deb. You're doing it because you're thoughtful. She's not doing it for that reason. She's not saying, you know what, I'm going to make sure these yoga pants last longer. It's not like that at all, dude. She's just like, I'm taking it off, and that's where it is. Half the time, her panties are still in the damn yoga pants.
Okay, yeah.
I got to shake those out of there.
Right. That's someone who's dropping as she goes.
She takes her clothes off like a cold 8-year-old. Everything's off. Get me in my pajamas. I've got a great question for you guys a little bit later today. The first weird one of the year, by the way.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, you're going to love it.
Okay.
Is this other than our question of the day? Because I was just posting that one.
Other
right
than
now.
the question of the day, I have a legitimate question about our human species. And I don't want to see any sour faces. I see your sour face because some of my questions last year were a little whack. I get it.
Oh, no, it's because you mentioned the human species. I'm automatically going to give you that look.
Well, it has nothing to do with
There's a reason why I don't leave my house, y'all.
It's nothing to do with their cognitive abilities, I promise. But it's just how we have come to a certain point in our existence, and there's something specific about us as a species, and I want to know when that flipped.
All right.
And I'll have that question a little bit later, too, plus a bunch of other fun stuff to talk about as well. What do you have for news?
Well, for news, we're going to talk about Venezuela's former dictator may have more legal troubles ahead. Believe it or not, we have a new lightning capital of America. And surprising baby name trends are taking over 2026. Okay, Boomer. We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
All right, 407-916-1041 to call us. Text us easily at 77031. Back in a sec with Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Try it with Angel. Holmesy.
What?
You know what?
So uncomfortable.
I want to let you know. I appreciate a lot of things that you do. I love you, man.
Yeah, you're the man, dude.
That's all you got.
I got goosebumps. I hate it.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Crews on the scene of an accident blocking 2 lanes on State Route 417 Greenway northbound at Moss Park Road. Slowing down on Florida's Turnpike southbound between 417 and 192. And an object is reported on the roadway at I-4 westbound at Maitland Boulevard. Use caution through that area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Everdore Garage Door. Everdoor's Forever Springs last for life. And right now, you save $75. One fix, forever covered. That's Everdore Peace of Mind. Lock it in today at Everdore.com. Everdore, the garage door that lasts evermore.
This Earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Right now, trade values vary by thousands of dollars from one dealer to the next. But at Greenway Kia, over 40 dealerships compete to buy your trade. And that competition could put up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value in your pocket. Your trade could be worth more than you think. See for yourself at greenwaykias.com or visit one of our 3 metro area locations today. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced expires 1/5/26.
Looking for the perfect spot to hang with friends or make new ones? Hop on over to Frogger's Grill and Bar. With 4 great locations in Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs, there's a Frogger's near you. Their fresh, never frozen menu will blow you away. With over 50 widescreen TVs, you won't miss a single college or NFL game this season. Plus, they're hiring. Join Frogger's family. They need qualified line cooks and managers at all locations. Apply online at Froggers.com or apply in person between 2 and 4 p.m. daily. Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hoppin' with food and fun.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Annuities, not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th.
Planet Fitness is the official fitness center of the Orlando Magic and Orlando Solar Bears.
See club for details.
My uncle's Maytag washer lasted over 37 years. His motto, buy once, cry once. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. When I started at A1 Garage Door Service, I thought about my uncle's Maytag. Most garage door springs get about 10,000 cycles or 3 to 5 years. Our Max Life springs last over 100,000 cycles. That's a minimum of 30 years. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your local Orlando injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me, ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
New year, new goals. And in this economy, a better money plan is more necessary than ever. I am Matt.
And I'm Joel.
We are from the How to Money podcast. And every week we help you to spend smarter, save more, and to make sense of what's going on out there.
If you want 2026 to be the year you finally feel in control of your money, we're here to give you the tools and advice to help you make it happen. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search How to Money, and listen now.
Morgan & Morgan, dial pound 529 on your cell phone. Pound law, that's all.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We appreciate that. If you like the show, tell somebody. A lot of reaction to the laundry thing on the texting service. Tons of reaction. Tons of dudes going, it's not just you, Jimbo. My wife does the same thing as well.
Aww. Wait.
It's a gender thing.
I'm working on a tear.
All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack is right over there, and the crying Deb has your news.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
And JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Delcy Rodriguez is Venezuela's new president. The former vice president was sworn in Monday after the U.S. captured and removed President Nicolas Maduro to face criminal charges in New York. Rodriguez, an ally of Maduro, condemned the U.S. military action and referred to Maduro and his wife as heroes being held hostage. President Trump has said the administration will work with Rodriguez for now, provided she meets U.S. demands. Trump has said he's effectively running Venezuela and is focused on boosting oil production in the South American country. Meanwhile, the legal buck may not stop with the federal case against the former Venezuelan president. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says he's looking at filing state charges against Nicolas Maduro.
Through the Attorney General's office that is able to bring these things, to be able to bring potentially a state case against Nicolas Maduro. You know, he was obviously very involved with drugs.
Now, he says Maduro is also accused of releasing Tren de Aragua gang members from prison in Venezuela and sending them here. DeSantis says, listen, there's no risk of double jeopardy because the state and the feds are separate sovereignties.
Wow, interesting.
Some lawmakers are dealing with a setback in their efforts to find out more about the conditions inside Alligator Alcatraz. This, of course, comes as we're waiting on word from the feds for our third detention facility. A judge last week denied a request made by 5 Democrats to access the immigrant detention center in the Everglades. The judge says the rules that apply to state prisons and jails don't apply to Alligator Alcatraz because it is not a state, county, or municipal correctional institution. Rather, it's run by the feds.
Yeah, detention facility run by the feds instead.
Yeah, so 5 Democratic lawmakers.
They finally sorted out who's running it, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw when I read the story. I'm like, finally, we got an answer.
We got an answer.
Yeah.
5 Democratic lawmakers filed the suit after they were denied access to the facility back in July. Florida Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna is spearheading a bill, a completely different subject, that would ban federal lawmakers from investing in stocks and crypto. She says federal lawmakers are there to serve, not to become multimillionaires.
It is the most bipartisan bill currently in Congress. We have people that you would never expect, probably people that you don't politically align with, that are actually supporting these efforts because they know it's bad and it needs to end.
What were you going to say?
How about their families?
That's another. Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's also an interesting question as well.
Yeah.
Because we've heard that maybe the lawmaker themselves don't do it, but all of a sudden their husband or uncle or brother's net worth goes through the effing roof.
Yeah, because they talk in their sleep.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Well, Luna says her bipartisan bill, dubbed the Restore Trust in Congress Act, should make it to the House floor this quarter. She says if passed, current members of Congress would be required to, quote, divest at fair market value, end quote, within 180 days, and incoming members to do so within 90 days.
Ooh, let's watch this bill go nowhere.
Yeah. There's another situation that arose today regarding that as well that we're going to get into a little bit later with the poly market thing. I don't know if you saw that story.
No, I did not.
Yeah, it's crazy.
As Jack said, let's see this bill go nowhere. All right, Florida's Attorney General is urging the state Supreme Court to block a proposed constitutional amendment to legalize recreational marijuana. James Uthmeyer argues the measure is misleading, violates federal law, and breaks the state's single subject rule. Several business groups and anti-marijuana organizations filed similar briefs calling the proposal, quote, fatally flawed, end quote. Now, supporters have only until January 12th to respond as they race to gather enough signatures to qualify for the November ballot.
So how does this gel with the new direction for how we look at marijuana federally? Because didn't Trump just say that he was signing in?
Yeah, he made it a Category 2 or Schedule 2 instead of Schedule 1.
Yeah. I mean, so that would take it off of that. Wouldn't that take it off of that federal watch list kind of thing? Wouldn't that change everything for that?
No, because it's still federally against the law. It's just not up there as heroin and cocaine.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but still, again, it's just another example of Florida lawmakers deciding that you really don't know what you're doing.
Right. And they don't want us to enjoy food more. Because I don't know if you know, but if you know, you know.
Speaking of fraud, a woman who once got millions from the state to help victims of domestic violence now admits she committed fraud. Tiffany Carr reached a deal yesterday in which she pled guilty to organized fraud and official misconduct. She was president and CEO of the Florida Coalition Against Domestic Violence, and she was responsible for passing out federal grant money to over 40 shelters in the state.
Wow.
Instead, Carr and CFO Patricia Duarte are accused of using millions of dollars, about $4 million, for themselves. As part of her plea deal, she'll avoid prison time, but she will get 10 years probation, pay a $260,000 fine, and testify against Duarte.
Wow.
I don't, what's this with the no prison time?
Yeah.
$4 million,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If that was a white collar crime.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. All right. This is a strange and sad story, but a 32-year-old man from Brooklyn has died after he set himself on fire while trying to do the same to Haines City High School. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judge says the as-yet unidentified man climbed over a fence on Monday with a container of gasoline in hand.
The school was locked up. He climbed over a fence. He went to a building. The doors were locked. But there's where he attempted to set the school on fire and set himself on fire.
Yeah, Judd says detectives are still trying to piece together the reason why the man who was just reported missing by his family earlier in the day wanted to set the school on fire. Now, deputies say his mother told him that he did have schizophrenia.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Damage to the school was minimal, and it's not expected to impact operations when students return tomorrow.
Man, if you've never experienced anybody with schizophrenia, I will tell you, it is quite a ride. And there is no logic to be applied. So when people are dealing with that schizophrenia disorder, you have to give some compassion there. My mom had it. At that level where, aluminum foil on the windows, the toaster talking to her, people watching her through the TV type thing, you just can't discount it. You can't do it.
It's one of the most challenging things to
It
do.
really is. I worked with a young man who had it, and he would trash the engineer's office because he swore there was listening equipment that was being installed. And like you said, logic to them is you're just part of the enemy.
You are. You're part of
you're trying to get my guard down.
That's right. My wife, my mom trusted one human being at the time of her death, and it was my sister.
Yeah.
That was it. Not me. I mean, even in the middle of conversations, she would stop and go, "Why'd you say that?" Thinking I was part of some greater conspiracy to keep her down or something like that,
Yeah, it's very challenging.
It's insidious,
It really is. All right. Speaking of insidious, there's concern after hundreds of dead fish were found in Seminole County. Dead fish and turtles were found recently as a pond in Sanford was being drained for a construction project near State Road 46 and Harvest Time Drive. County officials believe the fish and turtles died to low water levels, you think, and cold weather. Real estate broker Julia Michelina, though, says the nearby ponds don't have the same problem, and she wonders if the pond is being drained improperly. Now, the developer plans to build another pond on the property, so don't worry about it, folks. But in the meantime, neighbors have to live with the smell.
Yeah, I heard the smell was like a bum sleeping bag.
Michelina tells Fox 35 it smells like death.
Yeah, it was terrible. That's what I heard today. It was just god awful. I read a Facebook post from somebody who lives near it. They said it was just nauseating. It was so bad.
I can imagine exactly.
Like you could see it in the air. It stunk so bad.
And that is a special kind of stink.
Yeah, because we get that in Mount Dora sometimes.
I was going to say, someone who,
you get that cloud of death rolling through there. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Drove through a minor one last night.
Oh, yes.
That was just a tiny one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so thick, you almost feel like you can taste it.
Oh, yeah, you can scoop it up in your hand.
It's almost good. It's almost good because I think Mount Dora just had too much working in its favor.
Yeah, you're right.
It needed one strike.
Bring on the stink, man.
It needed something that, wow, this place is perfect. I can't believe I can't get any. What the hell is that?
Hey, that smells like a bridge washout. No, that's another problem.
Right, exactly. All right. Forecasters are calling for a pleasantly warm week in Central Florida. Temperatures expected to reach the upper 70s and 80s, low 80s today. Now, that's nearly 10 degrees above average. We should really only be in the upper 60s, low 70s, nighttime lows in the 50s. But spring-like conditions are going to continue through the weekend. But forecasters say a front could bring rain showers and cooler weather by Monday. So Sunday, we're going to be in the upper 70s and then drop into the low.
Just give you an idea. Saturday is supposed to be 81. Monday, the high is like 68.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy.
And then like a string of 60-degree weather for like 4 days and then right back up. Stereotypical Florida weather this time of year.
It's not bad.
Very mild winter this year.
It is. So far, so good. All right. Florida is no longer the lightning capital of North America. According to a new report, what state surpassed the Sunshine State?
It's got to be somewhere in the Midwest or Hawaii. Something like that. It's got to be something like that. But I don't think Hawaii has a lot of lightning strikes. Why?
So who do you think it is?
It's got to be like
Texas,
Kansas, or Oklahoma, or Nebraska, or something like that, doesn't it?
Well, pick one.
I'll go Kansas.
Oh, it's Oklahoma.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Oklahoma.
That was going to be my guess.
Yeah, according to a new report, Oklahoma surpassed the Sunshine State, which we know has dominated the rankings for decades.
We were in the world at one point.
Yeah.
Like the lightning strike capital of the world for 2 or 3 years.
Well, scientists used a new technology involving 1,800 sensors across the United States, which registered 73 lightning strikes per square mile last year in Oklahoma. With the significant shift in weather patterns, scientists say the Great Plains is now the most active region for high-impact storms. However, Florida still leads the nation in fatal lightning strikes with 4 deaths in 2025.
Yeah. I will tell you what, they can have that Midwest all they want. I do not want to F with those tornadoes.
No.
I will take 6 hurricanes before I'll take one effing tornado out there.
Yeah. Give me at least 3 days to a week to prepare for something.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
As opposed to, when's it happening? Now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's in your backyard.
Yeah.
Grab your keys. All right. A local teenager has reason to celebrate. Members of St. George Orthodox Church held their 53rd annual cross dive on Sunday in Orlando at Lake Eola. Subdeacon Charles Hill threw a gold cross into the lake, and some young members of the church dove after it.
In Lake Eola?
The one who gets the cross is said to be blessed with courage the rest of the year because they dove into Lake Eola.
Yeah.
How about blessed with ear infections?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that's balls, man.
Yeah. How about a flesh-eating bacteria?
Oh, man.
This year, that's a 14-year-old named Jason. He tells Spectrum News 13 this is the first time he has gotten the cross in 3 tries.
Oh, good for him.
And he feels proud and honored and is on his way to an emergency clinic.
They can wear
kidding.
goggles, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You opening your eyes in that?
I went for the cross, and all I got was swan doo-doo.
Yeah. Which, by the way, they had the bird flu.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and yesterday during JCS News, we talked about 17 birds. Now it's up to 21, 19 of them swans. Yeah. So it continues to be a major problem at Lake Eola.
Went for the cross, came up with a homeless condom.
They need to talk to the people in Paris because the River Seine, remember during the Olympics, you couldn't swim in it.
Yeah.
They say it's a little late, but they've got that cleaned up so much that even French people are using it to swim now.
Oh, wow.
Didn't somebody during the, didn't they get an infection or something while doing that in the Seine?
I thought so, like a MRSA infection or something ganky like that.
They said they cleaned it up tremendously, and now people are using it to swim again.
Crazy.
Wow, that's like hearing people actually swimming in the River Thames.
Oh, no.
I don't know about that. All right, meanwhile, today is Three Kings Day.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
And that marks the celebration of the 12th and final day of Christmas.
That's why I left my nativity. It's the only thing Christmas still up is my nativity.
There you go. There you go. The arrival of the 3 wise men delivering gifts to baby Jesus in Bethlehem. This beloved tradition is practiced by many Christians and those of Latin and European cultures. Florida Senator Rick Scott shared a social media message.
I hope that gifts of the 3 wise men fill your homes with prosperity, health, and love this year. God bless you.
Celebrations involve leaving water and grass for the king's camels. You leave a little box underneath your bed with hay and water for the camels. Yep. No. Eating special cakes like Roscón de Reyes and symbolic chalking of doors where you write the initials of the 3 kings.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't realize that's what the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, because that's how long it took the 3 wise men to follow the star to the manger.
Wow.
So today...
And Jesus was in college by the time they showed up. He already left Egypt.
Yeah, by the time they got there, he was applying to charter schools.
Exactly.
And hoping they didn't shut down, like the one we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, real quick, speaking of babies and such, parents are turning to ancient civilizations when looking for baby name inspiration.
I'm looking for any change in the baby name.
Oh,
I mean, because some of these baby names, man, they have gotten a bit much.
Now, according to Nameberry, ancient civilizations, showgirl names, soulful names, A-OK boomer names like Betsy, Beverly, Bonnie, Connie, Lenny, Nancy, Ronald, and more, and romanticy names, including sweeping spell-coded picks such as Alistair, Ambrose, Bronwyn are topping trends for 2026, even anime names. Now, new Nameberry, which apparently is the Bible for parents looking for baby names, Sophie Kim wrote that parents are finding romanticy and nostalgic names as a form of escapism from the dread of real life. Kim says parents are believed to have emerged with, quote, fresh inspiration, end quote, from television and novels. Think Bridgerton. Right. Giving their newborn names that are, quote, full of hope, end quote.
But we've seen this before, though, right? Remember when Twilight came out and that whole thing hit?
Bella.
How the Bellas started coming around.
Yeah, but to hear the old school names, I mean, can you imagine having a Betsy again?
I like that, though. I like those classic names.
I do, too. I think it's really cool. It's the anime names that I wouldn't even attempt to make with those. But I mean, as long as we don't have another, Caitlin or Ian.
On my daughter's volleyball, so her name is Caitlin, and when she played volleyball, 3 girls on the team were Caitlin.
No.
3 different spellings. Oh. One of them didn't even have 5 of the same letters. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you spell Caitlin with a Q? They did it.
They did it. They did it their way.
They did do it their way.
And that concludes your JCS News.
Caitlin. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Froggers football follow-up is next.
The Froggers football follow-up is next. Call now for your chance to win. 407-916-1041. AI can predict your behavior. We can barely predict our own. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Temperatures are on the climb this week. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. We'll stay above normal tonight, watching out for more of that patchy, dense fog to develop. Could be dealing with more dense fog advisories early Wednesday morning for some of us to travel with some caution out there. We'll see that mix on out later in the morning with lots of sunshine later in the day, just a few clouds from time to time. We're expecting highs to rise up close to 80, which is well above average for early in January. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sounds kind of like the starting bell to Grandma's house. Or maybe snowbirding. Just remember to stop by before you go. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Oil changes in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed.
Now that a new year is here, start 2026 by showing your gratitude. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Teachers give their time, money, and hearts to help students succeed. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Nobody enjoys paying high electric bills, so you can do something about that when you go to Solar Source. I recommend SolarSource.com. They helped me when it comes time to anything solar in my house. I reach out to Solar Source. They have home whole solar now available for $89 a month. With no money down, guaranteed performance, and maintenance included, you can start saving up to 40% on your power bill immediately. That's going to cover that cost right there. Solar Source, trusted by NASA, Disney, and over 70,000 Central Floridians. You can get exclusive savings when you tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you. Go to SolarSource.com/monsters or give them a call now. Lock in your rate before energy prices rise.
Oh, Johnny, why'd you do it? Why?
Ma, how was I supposed to know? It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
It's all over the radio, you knucklehead.
I should have went to RC Hill, Mitsubishi, and DeLand, and Ocala. RC knows it's a crime to pay more than a dime. Every vehicle, right, RC?
Correct. All you need is one dime down.
Officer, can he get a second chance?
Of course, ma'am.
We work with all types of credit. We have banks and local credit unions to get you the best rates.
New Outlander SUVs with a lifetime warranty and 0% financing for 60 months.
New vehicles under 20 grand, plus acres of pre-owned, and you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned.
You hear that, you knucklehead?
All just one dime down.
Oh, it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
And son, stick with RC Hill, Mitsubishi. I will, officer. In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4. DeLand and Ocala.
RCHill.com.
RCHill.com.
Dime down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyer.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey, man, it's worth it. If you're getting older, it doesn't mean that you got to, feel old. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go, and it'll have you feeling like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle and, less effort in the gym. You're going to feel better, you're going to sleep better, and you're going to love a little bit better, if you know what I mean. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Don't be fooled. Nothing boosts testosterone like actual testosterone. It's a game changer, and you're going to look better and you're going to lose weight. And remember, you get a combo of testosterone and a GLP-1. It will burn that belly fat, and you're going to get ripped. So this month, get your free GLP-1 medication, a $299 value when you start testosterone therapy only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your video appointment today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
Start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida.
Soldier Spilling!
Mecum Auctions brings 13 days of full-throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the whole family. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classics, muscle cars, exotics, and more cross the block. Come experience Mecum Auctions live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th.
The college football semifinals are this week. Trade on games legally in Florida on Kalshi. Will Miami take the W? They're trading at 57% to win. That means $100 trade pays out $170 if they win. Make money trading on football, politics, culture, and more. If it matters, you can trade on it with Kalshi. And for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code IHEART to get $20 when you trade $100. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
The new year means new resolutions, not just for your body, but for your finances as well. Did you know that financial health is directly related to your identity protection? This is why you need LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your subscription money back. Resolve to make your identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Visit LifeLock.com and save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code BECK. Terms apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. It's time for the Froggers football follow-up on The Jim Colbert Show.
That's right. It is time for the Froggers football follow-up, brought to you by our good friends over at Froggers Grill and Bar. For these beautiful locations all throughout Central Florida. You know where they are. Of course, football playoffs are on the way. The Super Bowl will be here in no time, and you need a place to go check that out with great food, great people, great beer. They have all of that.
And we're going to continue our picks throughout the playoffs on Thursdays and give away gift cards on Tuesdays like we are today. However, this Tuesday is a little special.
It is special.
Because we missed the last 3 weekends without doing a live show of the NFL season. So there have been 3 winners out of the 4 of us, Jim, Deb, myself, and Ross. There have been 3 winners that we have not awarded gift cards to.
That's right.
So the challenge today for this $25 Froggers gift card, good at any one of their 4 area locations. We're talking Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs. You have to guess all 3 winners.
Oh.
Do we give them a clue?
No clues.
No clue yet?
But is it only $25?
Yeah, so that way we have gift cards for the playoffs.
Very nice.
Yeah,
okay, very good.
We want to make sure we have gift cards for the playoffs.
Very nice. Okay.
Because I only got 4 left.
All right, very good. Did not know that. That was a pre-show conversation I did not have. All right, so let's get to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, Deb?
Let's go number 1.
Number 1 is Sean. Sean, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great.
All right, buddy, here's the deal. You are not in, well, I mean, here's the thing. You got to pick the 3 winners. So it could be, me, Deb, Jack. It could be Jack,
remember,
Deb. It could be Ross, Jack, Deb.
One clue, winners, it can repeat,
Yeah, it can repeat.
Yeah, it can repeat.
Hope that helps.
Let's say Ross, Jack, Deb.
Oh.
Yeah.
So close.
Yeah.
But not right.
Not right.
Yeah.
Oh.
2, 3, 4, or 5?
I'm confused, so let's just go with 2.
2. There you go. Casey, how you doing?
We're going to need more
Hey,
callers.
Jimbo, what's going on?
Not too bad, buddy. All right, for the 3 weeks, who do you believe won in the 3 weeks? And again, like Jack said, it could be a Jack, Jim. It could be a Deb, Jim.
I will give you a hint. One of the names mentioned before were correct.
Oh.
All right. So let's do Ross, Jim, and let's do Ross again.
I have to tell you that you are absolutely correct.
You're a winner! Unbelievable. On the second call, we actually had a conversation. Jack's like, this could go on for an hour.
I can't.
Yeah, because there's so many different combinations.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, Ross had 2 wins, and I finally got a money win this week. I came in second place like 2 weeks ago and finally redeemed myself with a little bit of money before we're all done. But, buddy, Casey, you are a winner, man. Good job.
Sweet, thank you.
All right, give us the first one of the year, though, buddy.
Rivet.
You are the man, dude. Very good. Put you on hold. Casey is going to a Froggers near him for a wonderful afternoon and $25 a spending coin.
Yeah, and you get to enjoy the great food and watch the games, all the games at Froggers, no matter the sport. You find them at one of the 4 area locations. Find the one near you at Froggers.com. And the real reason we extended it into the playoffs was so we could get fed for a few more Thursdays. So we're looking forward to the great Froggers food.
Oh, yeah.
Are we getting Froggers this week?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, blue cheese.
That's why we have to make picks throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
Kick it off with that blue cheese.
I heard a guy today, he said, this is based on stats, who he thought was going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And who did you think? He went through all these things. In the last 30 years, a coach under the age of 40 hasn't done this. Or in the last 30 years, and he has all these stats, based on the teams that are going to be, vying for a position in the playoffs and into the Super Bowl eventually. Who do you think he thinks is going to win it all?
Rams.
No. Think about the best coach and the best all-around team. He said a first-year coach has never won or hasn't won since.
So no Jags.
No Jags.
And no Patriots. Although that's Vrabel's second year.
Right, yeah.
The Bills.
The Broncos. He thinks the Denver Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Sean Payton. Yeah. He thinks because he kind of breaks all this stuff down, and he thinks it's going to be the Broncos, and I think can they play the Seahawks? I can't remember.
They could, yeah.
Yeah, so he thinks it's going to be the Broncos and the Seahawks, and the Broncos are going to win, or something like that.
Ah.
Yeah. And then the other guy who was like an NFL guy, like straight up said it's going to be the Seahawks. And the Seahawks look incredible right now. Their quarterback is the only question.
Yeah. It's funny. I was discounting them the whole first half of the season.
You watch that defense play, buddy. You cannot discount that defense.
That's the problem. I don't watch a lot of those games.
Man, God almighty, that defense is swarmingly good, dude.
It's usually the second game, and by 4 o'clock, I'm off doing something.
Yeah, they are a tough football team, man. They really are. Well, thanks, Froggers. We appreciate that very much. And again, like Jack said, we'll continue this all through the playoffs, give you guys more opportunities to win $25 gift cards from one of our best clients over the last few years. These guys have been quite a partner here on the Jim Colbert Show. We've loved dealing with them, and we don't kind of joke with this food thing. Those guys, I mean, when it comes to that bar food scene for the sports bars, they have taken that to a different level. Their baked goods, whether it be their calzones or pizzas, they blow it out. They even have pierogies there, something you will not see at like sports bars, and they're delicious. Not to mention they're like award-winning wings. So good.
Yeah. So good.
Love them for sure. Thanks, Froggers. We appreciate that.
I'm going to start thinking now about what I'm getting on Thursday.
Yeah, for sure. Same here. All right, so here's the thing. This is the first What'd You Do That's New of the year. And to be honest with you, we kind of forgot where we were on who would pick it. So we were just going to start it off new. I told Jack, I was like, I don't have anything today. I totally forgot about it, right? Because I thought we were kind of continuing on. So if you guys have something you think we could watch, we'll do this for the first time ever. Text us, 77031. Now, I started a show last night that is a stone cold banger. And if we don't get any good suggestions, I'll just let you guys watch the first episode of this show, and you will thank me for it because it is straight up addictive.
Well, again, it's something you can read, watch, or listen to an hour or less.
Yep.
Less is always preferred.
Less is always great because Jimmy's usually doing it day of, usually about 2:30.
Enough.
All right, fine, 2:45.
Thank you. So again, 77031. If you have any suggestions for What'd You Do That's New, send them now, and we'll talk about that when we get back.
This has been the Froggers Football Follow-Up. Find the Froggers near you at Froggers.com. Make Real Radio 104.1 #1 on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
Heavy delays reported on I-4 westbound between Parr Street and Robinson Street. Crews still working on an accident. I-4 westbound before Sand Lake Road. Shoulder there is blocked. And Tapping the brakes, I-4 eastbound between 46 and 1792. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Guys, a new year is the perfect time to refresh your home with Benjamin Moore paint at Tools Ace Hardware. You can discover thousands of beautiful Benjamin Moore colors, including the new 2026 color of the year, Silhouette. Right there at Tools Ace Hardware, their knowledgeable associates are ready to help one-on-one with your next paint project. Just visit one of Tools Ace Hardware's 14 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com. Get that convenient in-store pickup or local delivery, even on paint. It's Tools Ace Hardware, your local helpful place.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
The real story in lab-grown diamonds is the outrageous markups other jewelers are charging for them.
That's Brian Stamey, Vice President of International Diamond Center.
Jewelry stores are marking up lab-grown diamonds as much as 800%. It's insane.
So instead of continuing to see customers overpay, IDC is changing the game.
For our customers, we have secured direct access to a wholesaler of fine quality lab-grown diamonds. Every size, every shape. IDC will facilitate the purchase at wholesale pricing directly from the grower. Look, we will always stand behind natural diamonds, but if a customer wants a lab-grown option, we can at least make sure they aren't being price gouged.
International Diamond Center.
For over 4 decades, IDC has stood for one thing above all, protecting our customers. No games, no inflated prices, just the diamond you want at the fair price you deserve.
So don't overpay. If you want a lab-grown diamond, come to IDC and save thousands. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Mullet, Millenia, and Waterford Lakes. Online, shopidc.com.
I used to talk about the weather as small talk. Now I talk about McValue deal days at McDonald's. A 4-piece Chicken McNuggets Happy Meal for just $2.99 on Sundays? I'm chit-chatting about it. 6-piece Chicken McNuggets for just 99 cents on Wednesdays. Catch me yapping all day, dude. I'm not even mad about it. You want deals? You need the app. Get 99-cent McNuggets and a $2.99 Happy Meal only in the app. These deals will definitely give you something to talk about. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Valid Sundays and Wednesdays in January and February at participating McDonald's. Valid once per day. Must opt into rewards.
Hey girl, are you looking for your new favorite lip gloss? Well, I've got it for you. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely it. Maybelline anything always hits. I absolutely love Maybelline and I've used it for years. In particular, the Maybelline Lifter Gloss has no sticky feel. It's super hydrating. Yes, that shine is on point. You can get it at your local Dollar General. And while you're there, you might as well pick me up one too. Okay, don't forget Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
Life doesn't move in straight lines anymore. We eat in mismatched bowls with podcasts playing, with kids negotiating broccoli terms like lawyers. And that's still mealtime. Marley Spoon is built for that kind of life, where dinner starts from scratch, warms up fast, or comes straight out of the pack. Busy and beautifully real. Marley Spoon adapts so you don't have to. Refresh your routine at marleyspoon.com/offer/radio for up to 25 free meals, plus free delivery on your first order. Marley Spoon, meals reimagined for real life.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey, man, it's worth it. If you're getting older, doesn't mean that you got to, feel old. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go and it'll have you feeling like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle and, less effort in the gym. You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better and you're going to love a little bit better, if you know what I mean. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Don't be fooled. Nothing boosts testosterone like actual testosterone. It's a game changer and you're going to look better and you're going to lose weight. And remember, you get a combo of testosterone and a GLP-1. It will burn that belly fat and you're going to get ripped. So this month, get your free GLP-1 GLP-1 medication, a $299 value when you start testosterone therapy only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your video appointment today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleyGroup.com. Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th.
Planet Fitness is the official fitness center of the Orlando Magic and Orlando Solar Bears.
See club for details.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Okay, so I know the names are made up with the romantasy ones and all of that, but I'm not sure how I feel about it, considering that most of the romantasy have all that smut in it, and when you search it, you can search the name and probably find the book, and probably find out what happens in the books, and then you have a kid named something after the book. So, I find that a little problematic.
All right.
So part 2 to the romantasy thing, it's almost like naming a child after your favorite porn star, I think, or would be equivalent to, right?
Well, I mean, if you name your kid, let's say if you have a girl and you name your kid Christy, I mean, there's going to be a porn star named Christy. I got bad news for you. I mean, I don't think it's by association. It's just the fact that there are a bunch of people with the same name.
But if you name your daughter Phoenix,
yeah, that's different. Sasha. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yo.
Oh, and by the way, we are doing this on the texting service this time. And by the way, thanks. We're slammed with suggestions.
Yeah, we are.
Absolutely slammed. But what Deb made a really good point. What we usually do for this is we put this up on Gym Members. So if you're not a member of our Facebook page, Gym Members, go and do that, because that's what we'll do every 5th week is we'll open it up for suggestions on our Facebook page like we've done before, and then you can kind of make your suggestion. We pick yours. You know, we'll mention it on the air. We'll do the whole thing, and then, of course, we'll watch it and we'll review it.
Yeah.
We are going to pull it from the texting service today because it's the first one of the year, and we're kind of shorthanded here. But from now on, just make sure that you're a part of the members group over at Gym Members, and you'll have access to it there for sure.
And it's free.
All right, let's do What'd You Do That's New.
What'd you do that's new? What'd you do that's new? Hey! If we only knew something new to do, we're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Klausman Law.
That's right, Klausman Law, KLAUSMAN Law.com. Office is right there in Winter Park, 407-917-1718. Car crash, call Klausman. We'll talk to Glenn for the very first Colbert Court coming up on Thursday. But what'd you do that's new? We've been doing this from the inception of the show in 2018. Every Tuesday at 4 o'clock, one of the members of the show will choose something for the other members to watch, read, or listen to. We will do that. Reconvene on that following Tuesday, go over it, and then, of course, move on to the next person or member of the show or, choice from the audience. And this week, we're just kind of picking it here. I guess we'll kind of talk about it, and then I'll tell you what show I'm watching, and you guys can choose to watch that or not, and then we can kind of do the review next week. Does that sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so which one do we pick here, guys?
Oh, I thought it was the
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
That's right. So it's on. Is it HBO Max?
It's HBO Max. They mentioned Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's HBO Max, where they take real Florida Man news stories, but it's actors similar to Drunk History.
Oh,
Right, yeah,
I
yeah.
They
love
take
that.
actors and then they reenact these
Or,
stories.
or any of the crime drama shows
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Deb
yeah.
and I watch. They do the same thing. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Actually, some famous people, their very first acting jobs were on those shows.
Well, in Florida Man, you are going to see comedians and actors you recognize doing these things.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's very cool. Okay, cool. So we'll do that, and we'll review that next week. So we'll just do the very first one we see there on HBO Max?
Yeah, I would say, their first episode.
Okay, so we'll figure that out, and we'll check that out. And by the way, whoever sent that, thank you very much. That was a great suggestion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, not on Netflix, though. It is on HBO Max.
You get it through your Hulu.
Yeah, you get it through Hulu, right?
Yeah,
Everybody does, right?
only if you have an antenna on your roof.
All right, so do you guys like drama shows, or do you like comedy shows,
Yes.
or what do you like?
Yes.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Depends on what the news cycle was like.
This has no comedy. This is a drama show, and it's very interesting. It's called The Beast in Me. Claire Danes.
Ah.
One of my favorite actresses ever. And the reason why is because she doesn't, it's kind of wild how she is. She pretty much has allocated herself to doing these episodic shows on streaming television. Like she did the one
Homeland.
Homeland, yeah, the one
Oh,
with,
yeah.
which was really good. My wife and I watched every episode of every season. It was good every single week, and she brings an intensity to the screen that's very interesting. And of course, she's gotten a little bit older now. She's 46 now.
No, no, no.
So she doesn't.
Wow,
she doesn't.
ancient.
She doesn't look like she's 29 anymore. So she looks like a woman's what I'm saying. She doesn't look like a little girl.
I have to look that up.
And I'll tell you something else. She doesn't get made up. And I know that that's probably for the show, but you kind of get the feeling that she likes that because I think that her skin and the way that her face is allows her to really deliver an impactful kind of performance because she doesn't have the cover of the makeup stuff to kind of take away from the impact of what she's doing.
Right.
So this show, she's an author, a Pulitzer Prize winning author. All right. And I'm not giving anything away here because, it's like in the very beginning of the show, you kind of figure this out, right? But her son gets killed in a car accident.
Oh, come on, man.
And she moves to a very rural part of the country and buys this old house and kind of moves in there. And she's working on writing the follow-up to her Pulitzer book, right? Which was basically a letter to her father, right? And we're still finding out about this. We've watched 3 episodes and we're still kind of learning about the book. It's an 8-episode series. That what happens is this very popular kind of Elon Musk-esque character, billionaire guy, moves in across the street from her, and then the fun begins.
Okay.
I won't tell you anything else, but this guy is cast perfectly. I mean, perfectly. Imagine like a business Terminator kind of guy.
Right.
That Uber, like I've got to have everything kind of dude.
Right. Yeah.
That kind of guy, and he needs something from her.
Oh.
He's the guy from The Americans.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
He needs something from her. And she doesn't want to cede this thing that he wants. So you're telling
Matthew Reese or Matthew Rice.
You're telling a very powerful man no.
Yeah.
And then all the fun kind of starts.
Nothing happens when you do that.
Yeah. Very, very good show, dude. We are addicted. My wife and I were watching it last night, and usually we both kind of fall asleep to these shows just because we put them on. It's almost like just background music.
Right.
But we start watching it, and we can't stop. And then something happened in the 3rd episode. We've been laying there silent for an hour and a half or 2 hours. And I actually said, "Are you up?" She goes, "Yes." We were engaged, man. It's really good.
Cool.
She learned about it. She's a big Rogan fan, so she was listening to Rogan, and Rogan was talking about it, and he said it was amazing. And I take everything with a grain of salt from Rogan, but I went and checked this out, and he's right. It's damn good. So check it out. It's called The Beast in Me, and I believe it's
Netflix.
It's a Netflix show. Yeah.
I was going to ask you, but I figured I might as well just look it up myself.
Yeah, you know what the answer was going to be. Hulu. Have you even heard of it?
No.
Neither have I.
No.
I didn't know she had another project in the works. But it's really
she
good.
Looks completely different.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she is 46.
46 years old. And when did we find her the first time? What was it like one of those? It was like one of those CW shows or something, wasn't it?
No.
Like Gilmore Girls or One of those
Was she in an Interview with a Vampire as the kid?
Oh, I believe she was. No,
I don't think that was her.
That was Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, that's
that was Kirsten Dunst, right? Yeah. Who's married to that redhead guy and everything now?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, redhead guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I do remember something like that.
She was in like one of those shows from the 90s, guys. Like, I forget what it was. And she got very popular. And then she did some movies. And then she kind of went back into like this episodic television thing. And is a
Law and Order, No Room for Opal.
Yeah.
Dudley, Life Story, Little Women, My So-Called Life.
My So-Called Life. What year was that?
That was from 94 to 95.
Yeah, that's exactly where she kind of got popular, like with a lot of people. I believe there was another one she did as well, but then she just kind of blew up and is kind of on the outskirts of that popularity in Hollywood. But she's a very recognizable name, but you have a hard time kind of placing her.
She was also in Portlandia.
Yeah.
Yep. Romeo and Juliet, The Rainmaker, Les Mis, The Mod Squad.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was Stardust.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Terminator 3.
Terminator 3, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I saw her in Rainmaker. That was the movie with, I think, Matt Damon was in that movie. It was a Grisham flick, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very good. You'll like this show. Check it out. It's called The Beast in Me. You'll love it.
Homeland was already 15 years ago.
No, it was not.
It was when it came out. Yeah.
we started watching a show the other day. This happened to us. Go ahead.
It ran until 2020. So it ended 5 years ago or so, but it ran from 2011 to 2020.
So my wife and I started watching this show the other day because I've told you before that my wife doesn't have the whole thing where let me research and see if it's any good. She turns it on. If it's on Netflix in the first page, she clicks on it and starts playing it. Right. She's got that gene. I do not have that gene.
Right.
So we started watching this show and we were like, we watched 3 episodes of it and we were like into it because it's nuts. And then we looked it up and like, man, how does this fly under the radar? How have I not heard about this from the audience? You know, they're really good at checking out cool stuff. I mean, we just saw that. Like, you know, they just loaded up the texting service with cool stuff to watch the minute we asked. And it's called Soulmate. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
First episode was in 2020. When I looked it up, I was like, this thing has 365 episodes. The whole idea of the show is that they've figured out a gene that they can test for to tell you where your soulmate is.
Oh, right. I've seen something recently about that.
So when you take this test, like let's say I took the test, you know, and chances are the soulmate isn't going to be the person I'm married to. Because
it's probably Jack.
It just works out that it's not, right? So once you kind of throw that marker in the mix, like the idea for stories becomes like unbelievable. And man, the 4th episode was terrible, and it had Skarsgård in it. I think Bill Skarsgård, which I expected it to be much better, but it was not. But the first 3 episodes were straight up bangers. They were so interesting and really whack. We were like, we had our hands over our mouths trying to figure out where it was going to go based on this person or these people finding out that they weren't with the right person. And it's crazy, dude. It is really crazy.
I've heard that, yeah.
Have you heard about it, Jack?
Nope.
Soulmate? Check it out. I don't even know where that is. Maybe Max. I'm not sure. Probably Hulu.
Probably Hulu.
Yeah, probably Hulu.
Jack will look it up for you.
It's a Hulu product. All right, you guys want my question?
Yes.
So I'm going to do it next, okay?
All right.
And I'm going to ask this question, and this is not a shocky kind of question. It's going to come off like that way a little bit.
Uh-oh.
But this is a legitimate ask from you guys. And you guys are very smart people. I'm literally asking just you to see what your ideas are. You specifically, young lady.
Oh, thank you.
You specifically.
Uh-oh. Is it another laundry question?
It's not a laundry question. It's not a laundry question. This is my first weird question of the year. We'll do that next.
Oh, man.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Klausman, KLNESMANLAW.com. Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klausman, KlausmanLaw.com.
Bye.
If this were written by AI, it would sound way more polite. Luckily, it's just us. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Multi-vehicle crash on I-4 eastbound after State Route 535, causing a lot of problems. Heavy delays through that area. Shoulder still remains blocked. You got stop-and-go traffic. I-4 eastbound between Fairbanks Avenue and Maitland Boulevard. Also lots of company on I-4 westbound between the Beach Line and 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Brad vs. Everyone podcast.
Dangerous social media trends, media scandals, dumb TikTok boycotts, and more. Keep up with all the online stories mainstream media ignores by listening to the Brad vs. Everyone podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. It's January, a new year, time to start off strong with Life Imaging FLA. Let me tell you something, guys. This is a game-changing piece of technology here, and you can take advantage of it for free, actually. They will give you a free heart scan, just a few minimum requirements. This is a $699 value, and when you consider that 1 in 3 people in this country will die of heart disease, and in some of those cases, the very first symptom is you just drop dead, getting a scan from Life Imaging FLA seems like a complete no-brainer. And when you also consider that there are no dyes, you do not take your clothes off, no injections, none of that stuff, and the entire test only takes a few minutes, but it could save your life, do that. Don't wait. Do exactly what I did, my wife did, and my in-laws. Go to Life Imaging FLA and get this free heart scan. And while you're there, it's super important. Ask about their cancer screening as well. Recent survey shows 73% of people who learn about early detection are more likely to schedule a screening for cancer, so do that. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say that keyword free heart scan, and you will be connected in seconds. Guys, make that call today and make this the year you take control of your long-term health care.
Spectrum TV fixed TV and combined all your favorite sports streaming apps with live TV.
32, blue 32, hot height. It's only more Hail Marys.
It's only more bottom of the ninth magic.
It's only more slow motion replays.
It's only getting all the sports with over $100 worth of streaming apps like ESPN, Fox One, Tennis Channel, Peacock, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
I'm a big lip gloss fan. And listen, I've tried so many different ones. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely the one for me. No sticky feel, super hydrating. Maybelline Lifter Gloss has been one I've used forever, and I suggest you do too. Go find it at the Dollar General near you. Don't forget, it's Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Have you ever been curious to know how much your home is worth in today's real estate market? Well, my friends over at the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty have a free and easy way for you to find out, and you can get your answer in just seconds. Simply go to their website, thenickley.com, and click on sellers. Then click on get your home value. Enter your address, and you'll get your answer. It's that easy. That's thenickley.com, or just Google the Nickley Group.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
The one and only Monster Jam. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks, like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Only at Monster Jam. Brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Visit MorganMonsterJam.com to save 25% on ticket face value. Courtesy of Morgan & Morgan. Visit website for restrictions and details. Coming to Camping World Stadium this Saturday. Lock in your seats today at MonsterJam.com.
The new year means new resolutions, not just for your body, but for your finances as well. Did you know that financial health is directly related to your identity protection? This is why you need LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your subscription money back. Resolve to make your identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Visit LifeLock.com and save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Come on!
Come on! What you really want? What you really want? DMX.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Come on!
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. If you want to send a talk back to us about anything we're talking about, you can do that easily. Just grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that little microphone there to send your comment over to Jack. You can actually edit it. You can do multiple takes until you get it exactly right. That way we can put you on the air and hear your opinion about what we're talking about every single day. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Good afternoon.
I hope I didn't overhype this question. But I just started thinking about it the other day and just sitting around, and I don't know, I think I was reading a story about something and then just kind of got in one of those, sidebars with yourself. You guys do that?
Yeah, why do wagon wheels look like they're rolling backwards?
Yeah, right, that kind of thing, right? Yeah. and I just thought, and I don't know, and I didn't do any research on this for the record because I didn't want to spoil it and kind of learn,
Is that the reason?
When this is happening. What'd you say?
Is that the reason?
Yeah, that is. Truthfully, that is. I mean, I guess I probably could have. I mean, I think AI takes all the fun out of everything, and the internet takes all the fun out of everything. We used to be able to bring stuff up and just have people call and kind of, pontificate on what they thought the answer may be. But now you can just Google it and get a really good idea what it is. But I did not do that for the sake of the conversation.
All right.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Yep.
At what point, as a species, did we start finding just naked people arousing? And listen to me for a second on this.
Man, you got to stop eating whatever it was you were eating before you go to bed.
Seriously. As we evolved as a species and we turned into what we are now from what we were before, right? We were always nude, naked, right? And that never had anything to do with our arousal. It was more of a season thing, right? Because when you put primates in the same enclosure together are naked all the time. Like the female primates can see the genitalia of the male primates and vice versa, correct?
Right.
But it doesn't turn into an arousal just because they're seeing each other unclothed. Or, so when as a species did we start considering just the naked body, the ability to see each other's genitalia, become arousing? It had to at some point, right? It had to, because right now, if you see a naked body of the opposite sex, or if you're gay, the same sex, and you find that person attractive, your body is going to react to that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. When did that happen? Like, at what point in our species did that happen? Was it is it in the caves? Even when we were prehistoric and Neanderthals, we started covering up a little bit, right? We started kind of wearing clothes and stuff, but a lot of that was just to stay warm. But at what point did the whole nudity thing become arousing to human beings?
I think it was when it was restricted and sinful.
But when is that? When was it? Was that just at the advent of a religion?
I think it when Eve ate the apple.
Maybe so. But if you're not a biblical person and you don't buy any of those stories and it's specifically a species thing for you.
I mean, because many cultures have communal baths.
Right.
Like in Japan, Egypt.
Turkey, Greece.
Yeah. Co-ed, though?
Yeah, back in the day they did.
How you doing?
Yeah. When I say back in the day, it wasn't even that long ago. Back in the 20s, I guess, you could go to baths over in Europe, and it would be men and women bathing together. But the idea of you seeing a naked woman and that affecting you without touching her, without her saying anything to you, just the idea of her nudity would be enough to arouse you. When did that happen?
Probably age 11, 12. Your first Victoria's Secret catalog for those of a certain age.
I don't know why I got stuck on that question this weekend, but I was like, when did all of a sudden we start going, hey,
how you doing?
How you doing? I know what that does. Right? And when it wasn't just a breeding thing, it was more of a pleasure thing.
Sure.
Like, when did that happen? Because I couldn't. When did we start wearing clothing? I guess it's the Neanderthal days, right? Obviously to stay warm as we were migrating around. Some climates didn't have to worry about that so much. Here in Florida, a lot of Native Americans going back thousands of years.
Yeah.
Let's see. The use of clothing to cover the body is one of the changes that mark the end of the Neolithic and the beginning of civilizations. Nudity or near complete nudity has traditionally been the social norm for both men and women in hunter-gatherer cultures and warm climates, and it's still common among many indigenous people. Yeah, the need to cover the body is associated with human migration out of the tropics into climates where clothes were needed.
Yeah. And then so you don't see it much. So then when you do see it, it's a thing. So the whole idea is it's like going to a nudist colony.
Right.
Right? The first day you're there, you're staying underwater a lot. Because you're
haven't been to a lot of nudist colonies.
I've been to enough, trust me, that you're reacting. But after 2 or 3 days, like when we went to the hedonism, everybody thought it was going to be like the worst thing ever because everybody's going to be walking around. They're going to have to kind of, manipulate themselves to make sure that it's not embarrassing. It wasn't even close to that. Like by day 2, you don't even pay attention to it. You're more worried about when the volleyball game starts. I'm kind of serious. It's kind of wild, actually, that you don't really pay attention to it. And you're perfectly right, because how many documentaries have we seen where in South America, wherever the case may be, in these jungle settings where these tribes have been there for eons, not touched by civilization, and the women are still topless. They're still walking around with no top, and it's not like a sexual thing to them.
No, because it's hotter than hell.
But I think Deb was on it earlier, is when it became restricted, like when it's something that you don't normally see.
Right. When it's forbidden fruit.
When it's forbidden fruit, then it's something special. And when it's special, connected to something that would lead to pleasure.
Right.
There's, it's mixing all those hormones in your body.
I mean, think about...
But you have to evolve to that, though, right?
Well, I mean, think about even like in the 1700s, a woman could show a lot of her décolletage, right? But she couldn't show her wrists or her ankles.
Yeah, showing an ankle was a big deal back then.
Showing your feet was a huge deal. But you could let the top hang all the way out.
Sure, yeah.
Within reason. So, I mean, now someone would show an ankle or their wrist and it wouldn't be scandalous at all.
And in some cultures, we still see that. Like in Middle Eastern cultures, we still see women covered up except for their eyes, completely covered up, hands, everything.
Yep. Because he can't control himself. But anyway.
Yeah, well, that's true, though. I mean, men can't. They are animals. Complete animals. Especially if you see, I mean, look, we're programmed for that. No? Why are you staring at me? It's a normal drive. I mean, it's just one of those things that happens.
Yeah, it's a very in-depth subject.
In-depth.
But just like you mentioned, when you are at a nudist colony or a nudist resort, like after that first day, it becomes more common and it's less. It's not that it's not pleasurable to see it, but it has less of a physiological reaction on the body.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe as our culture here in the U.S. is different? Because we know in European cultures, it's not uncommon to see nudity in like commercials. Like we've seen it on billboards and in TV commercials, there's nudity, topless women and stuff. But
that was one of the most amazing things to be is in the metro, getting ready to take the train. and you walk down the steps and you're greeted by a huge pair of breasts.
Yeah.
On a billboard. Because as an American, I mean, it was a big deal when they allowed bras to be shown in a commercial. And we're very puritanical when it comes to that. You don't see Speedos on our beaches.
Right.
Brazil is another country where the smaller the bikini, and it has really nothing to do with being sexualized. It's just getting as much sun that Brazilians live on the beach.
Sure, yeah.
So, a lot of it is just tiny bathing suits. Like, you wouldn't wear a Speedo.
No, not here. Only in Greece.
But exactly, if you were in Europe, showing a lot more of your body would be completely acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, we will actually, because here we're in a tourist state, we see a lot of that with tourists that come on. I mean, when I go on these cruises, easy to see European dudes out there in their Speedos just ripping it up.
Hammocks.
Hammocking up and don't even think twice about it. I
No,
mean, they're
not
not even
at all.
remotely embarrassed about it. But that's kind of my point is, even in Europe in current days, it is considerably different just across the sea. It's an 8-hour flight to be a way different culture when it comes to how we view nudity from the U.S.
Well, and that's why our views of nudity in the U.S. have always been kind of twisted, right?
Sure.
We'll show a lot more sex and stuff in television shows and movies, but don't show a bra without a top on during a commercial. So we've never kind of quite...
Well, U.S. has always had that thing where we show violence but not sex, right?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
that's the thing, like people that are in other countries freak out when they come here. You can see a movie where people get decapitated, split in half, shot 1 billion times, but if the movie shows a boob, half the country loses their GD mind.
Yeah, exactly, because I think that goes back to our Puritan roots.
Interesting.
I mean, Europe is, at least 1,000 years older?
Oh, yeah, at least that. Yeah,
couple of days.
But it's been there a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Hot minute.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. All right, I mean, you know what? I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question.
There's a comedian who actually, I can't remember his name, but he recently just did a special about, night thoughts. Those things that in the middle of the night when you're sitting there trying to fall asleep and your mind goes, hey.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Like half these weird
Here's
questions.
something you haven't thought about before.
Or exactly that. And I don't research them on purpose because I'd rather just kind of hear it like, what your opinions are more than what it is. I mean, we can always look it up. I mean, we kind of thought that's what it was to begin with, right? What you read? So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it works out that way. By the way, we always have a question of the day here on the show, and we put it up already in our YouTube chat room. You can go check that out at realradio.fm/watch or JimColbertShow.com. You can do either one of those will work. You can get right there. And we put it right there so you can comment on it. And today, the question of the day is, should the president be a role model? And to be honest with you, outside, because I think, this is not a Trump thing, because there are a lot of presidents that you could kind of, from Clinton and Kennedy to Nixon that kind of, fit that whole bad guy role when it comes to role model things. But do you believe that? Do you believe the president of the United States or the leader of anything like that should also be a role model?
I think ideally that would be great.
But that's the thing. When I pitched this question to my wife this morning, she says, I don't know that can happen. I don't know if you can be an effective leader and be a good person at the same time. Because a lot of the times, like we've said before, when you become a powerful businessman or politician, you have to crush souls to get there. And that would be a strike against you. Do you believe it, Jack? Do you believe the president should be a role model or just be an effective leader?
I believe you can be, you don't have to be morally challenged to be an effective leader.
Yeah.
I believe you can have a code of morals and ethics and still get the job done. It might, you might not be as successful if you're going to skirt rules or laws or social norms to get what you want.
And of course, I think the obvious thing here is, Jimmy Carter was, widely known as probably the most just president that we've ever had when it comes to being, a good person. But, obviously not such an effective president. And, I don't know any of the early ones. I don't know a lot about their history, but we know back in the day, there was a lot of stuff that you could throw in there from, segregation and things of that nature that people would kind of maybe throw as strikes on their moral character. And the other
Abe Lincoln.
The other aspect of that is, how much of that moral character goes into policy. Because you look at George W. Bush, the dad, widely regarded as George H.W. Bush, the dad, widely considered like a really good dude. But policy-wise, you could see where people could disagree with him. And the same with his son. When his son, George Bush Jr. came to town, we have people that interacted with him out there at TM Ranch because he likes to mountain bike ride, and they said it was wonderful. And then I saw that story about, when he was at the first Trump inauguration, if you watch the video of him walking with the, is it not procession? What is it? Is it?
Yeah.
All of the people who worked the White House when Bush was there were like high-fiving him like he was one of the boys. They loved him.
Ken Miller sat on this show and talked to us about working in the White House and say he was just one of the coolest dudes to be around.
Right.
But and I remember when he was running that poll of which candidate would you rather have a beer with? It's like, yes, he wins that. Does that make him a better leader?
But that's the point I'm making. Like, being liked is one thing, but of course his policy decisions, and of course going into Iraq, that was not necessarily good. But that's a policy decision.
I think of like a John McCain.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think McCain's a good person.
With a strong moral fiber and a strong backbone.
Right.
Unlike Lindsey Graham, who needed John McCain to hold him upright because he has no backbone.
He's a jellyfish. Yeah. But we just I found that as an interesting kind of question today, and I wonder what people will think. Do you believe the president should be a role model? Do you believe that you should be able to sit your kids down in front of the TV when the president gives a speech and be proud of what that person sees, and be able as a parent to look at your kid and see that's what hard work will get you, that's what education will get you, that's that is the person you should strive to be, or at least close to that as you possibly can.
That's something we used to take for granted.
Yeah. But I wonder how many parents even think they can do that now. I mean, it's not even a Trump thing. I mean, you could put Obama, you could put Clinton, you could put Biden in there. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm saying, do you believe that person should be a person that you could tell your own family and kids, you should be more like that person right there?
Again, I mean,
in an ideal situation, yes, it would be great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wonder how many business leaders you could do that with. I mean, when you talk about leaders, we can talk about politics. Politics is a very interesting machine.
Yeah, but politics, you have more awareness of it, right? Because, and whether it's the 24-hour news cycle or the advent of the internet and social media, you have more information about people than you had before. People in the public eye, leaders like, Kennedy and Roosevelt and Eisenhower and Truman. You didn't have all the information we now have of modern day presidents. Right. So it's harder to kind of have that controlled view. I mean, when you look at Roosevelt, FDR, where they told the press, don't tell anyone he's in a wheelchair. You kept that secret for 13 years?
This goes back
as
to that
president?
Yeah, Deb said that very eloquently a couple times there on the show as, the press actually had a great relationship with the White House back in the day. And like you said, I mean, FDR could say, hey, look, I'd rather not be seen in a wheelchair because of, I want people to believe I'm a strong, virile leader.
Or Jackie Kennedy finding panties in the White House residence that didn't belong to her.
You don't know that's true.
Eleanor. I mean, didn't she have some things going as well? Eleanor Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, these are people as well. They're just political leaders. They're elected leaders. They're also just people. But I would love to hear your opinion on that. If you would like to do that, we would like to hear it. RealRadio.fm/watch. That's the YouTube channel. While you're there, you can actually watch the entire show as it's going on. Check us out while we're doing our thing and get involved with that question of the day. I'd like a big response today to get a real good kind of idea of how the audience feels.
Well, they're weighing in right now on the texting service.
Yeah? What are they saying?
All presidents are role models, whether they want to be or not. The question is whether they are good role models or bad role models.
Do you think do you think most presidents are cognizant of that?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think they care?
I think.
Do you think presidents, as they're trying to govern, which is the most difficult job, there is no question,
because they run for re-election. So yes, absolutely, the likability factor has to be up there, and of course on the world stage as well.
But that likability factor sometimes costs integrity from side to side, right?
No, because I wouldn't think at that level, if you're letting likability actually impair or impact your integrity, you've got much bigger problems.
Agreed.
Think about, John McCain, he had a definitive vote and he still gave it thumbs down. No matter the crap he was going to take, he had made his own decision and he stood by it. He didn't lose any integrity. Maybe lost friends. But he didn't lose integrity.
Right, yeah.
He stood by his principles, regardless of how you may feel about them or not.
And I question the term friends.
Yes.
You know.
Especially.
that's all
yeah.
relative, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I'm going to ask you guys out there for a favor.
Uh-oh.
I've got no money on me, dude.
That's fine. Well, you owe me $50.
I don't carry cash.
You owe me $50.
I texted you. You didn't text back.
I don't do the Venmo thing. It all goes through Hulu. You know that. Bring me $50 in cash.
Text me
Have it
back.
here tomorrow, Bradshaw.
Text me back.
Text you back. I'm telling you. I don't need to text you. I'm looking you in your face.
I texted you a question.
Oh,
I
my
want a
God
response.
almighty.
I asked, how do you want to be paid?
Hold on. I'm doing it right now.
He's texting me.
Yeah, I'm going to do it
I
right
bet you don't have my number. I'm
bet I
changing
do.
it.
Don't do it.
I just changed my number.
Jack Bradshaw, give me my damn money. There you go. And I spelled money wrong, and there's a space in the middle of the word.
Hey, Siri, reply to Jim and ask how would he like it? Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal?
Cash
Question
money.
mark.
Cash money in my hand. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in just one sec.
Real Music Weekends are classic alternative. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
The warmth continues to be our big headline as we approach midweek. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Still watching out for some of that patchy dense fog tonight. We've seen that each and every morning almost. We'll have lows dipping back into the middle to upper 50s. If you are getting out early in the day, be careful, turn on those low beams. Once that fog starts to mix on out, we'll have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll have highs climbing up close to 80 degrees, which is nearly 10 degrees above normal, with plenty of sunshine later in the day. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey everybody, Jim here for my friends over at Modern Plumbing Industries. These guys are awesome, employee-owned and in business since 1975. And they do it all. Plumbing, drain and sewer, gas, water heaters, water treatment systems as well. And their pledge to establish long-lasting relationship with their customers by meeting or exceeding their expectations. And they do that every single time. They've already helped me out with a really difficult situation. They can do the same for you. And if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, how about $50 off your service call? And they have another good deal going on right now. Free water heater flush with any service call. It's Modern Plumbing Industries. ModernPI.com. Hop online at 327-6000 for Modern Plumbing Industries.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Angel from the Monsters. Are you looking for fresh pasta? The Neapolitan-style pizza, you know, the Neapolitan-style with the 00 flour and the perfect leopard charring. Come check out Antica Woodfire Pizza and Market in Altamont Springs. Come see why Antica was voted Best Altamont Springs Restaurant in 2025 by the Orlando Weekly. Come for their $10 Tuesdays and get a margarita pizza for just $10 on a Tuesday. Or join us for Wine Down Wednesday with half-price wine at dinner on Wednesdays. Antica Woodfire Pizza and Market in Altamont Springs. Just put Antica, A-N-T-I-C-A, Pizzeria in your phone's map to get the freshest pasta in Altamont Springs.
Start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida. Mecum Auctions brings 13 days of full throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the whole family. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classics, muscle cars, exotics, and more cross the block. Come experience Mecum Auctions live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. So I went to the doctor 2 weeks ago, and my doctor said, what have you been doing different? Because all your numbers are better than they've ever been. And I told her that I had Valium. What is Valium? Valium helps you understand what you should be eating for your body right now. It really is a great, great test, easy to do, and I think everyone should give it a try. If you're making new changes for the new year, Valium, try it. It's spelled V as in victory, IOME.com, Valium.com. Tell them Russ and the Monster sent you.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The ristoranti, I mean restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria, and of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Ah, bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and cruise from $199 plus up to $250 onboard credit and kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
I used to talk about the weather as small talk. Now I talk about McValue deal days at McDonald's. A 99-cent select breakfast sandwich on Mondays? I'm chit-chatting about it. A sausage McGriddles to start my week? Catch me yapping all day, dude. I'm not even mad about it. You want the deals? You need the app. Wake up with a delicious breakfast sandwich only in the app. These deals will definitely give you something to talk about. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Valid Mondays in January and February. Participating McDonald's. Valid once per day. Must opt into rewards.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. As the year winds down, here's something to remember. Kia sells more vehicles in Central Florida than any brand except one. So if you're shopping, chances are you're already thinking about a new Kia. Greenway Kia is closing out the year with savings up to $12,000 off MSRP and one of the area's biggest selections of new Kias. Shop hundreds of new Kias online at greenwaykias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock number 17479, offer expires 1/5/26.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Flash back to the countdowns you grew up with on Classic American Top 40.
I'm Casey Kasem.
One channel with countdowns from the 70s and 80s. And another from the 90s and 2000s.
The smaller the numbers, the bigger the hits.
All commercial free. Relive the stories behind the songs with Classic American Top 40.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Search Casey Kasem and make these your next presets.
iHeartRadio.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Man, I love you, Jimmy. You literally like, hey, you know what, guys? I'm gonna ask you a question when we come back. It's not gonna be a weird question, but do you guys kiss with your guys' eyes open? Dang, bro. Thanks. Bye.
What?
Jimmy, it's because taking off clothes are part of the process. It's like eating a pomegranate, okay?
Okay.
You gotta work through some layers before you get your 5 minutes of sticky enjoyment.
Ew.
Hey everybody, I'm Swilly. So
Hey,
on the topic of public nudity, I lost a bet a long time ago and had to go surfing for a day with micro Speedo on. And I will tell you, at first I was very uncomfortable, but then I realized that I was blinding everyone who looked at me with my white ass legs. I also learned that surf wax really chafes the nips.
Yo, it does.
Okay, I love you. Goodbye.
It does. Ow. That's why you wear a rash guard. It's the worst. Because what happens is when you put that wax on your board and your board gets sand in that wax, it basically turns it into soft sandpaper.
Ew.
So you're out there paddling, right?
Oh.
And that salt water is already kind of irritable. And then it wears the tips of your nipples down raw, and then the salt water hits it. It's a hoot. So that's why a lot of guys wear those rash guards or those real thin, like, those sun shirts or whatever when they're surfing.
There's another sport I won't be taking up.
All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate that. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Not chafing for that.
And so is Jack. Mm-hmm. You guys don't have this problem, but I do. And I want to ask you if you have an answer for me and if you've ever used these products or heard of a product that can work.
All right.
You guys know I have two fake teeth?
No.
Yeah, right here. These two right here, those are fake.
Front?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, take them out. Let me see.
No, I can't take them out. They're like the implant
Let me
things,
help
right?
you.
I got the poles or whatever. And I got hit in the face when I was a kid by a girl who was swinging a purse that had a perfume bottle in it.
Oh.
That's when you got your Chipper nickname, right?
Well, yeah, when I got to school in P-Town with that. But he busted my tooth out. And that tooth died because they had to do root canals on it. So it turned this beautiful gray color. Had that removed in my, I think, mid-20s and replaced with this thing I have now. Well, that was, 30 years ago, right? And what's happening now is the fakies are always going to stay the same.
Yeah.
The same color, right? But the problem is, as I get older and drink coffee and things of that nature, the other teeth around it are starting to kind of get darker. It's just stereotypical of how it happens. Your
Right,
teeth,
yeah.
And do you guys know do you guys use teeth whitening stuff at all?
I have a difficulty with that because I also have sensitive teeth.
Right, and it makes them real sensitive.
It can make, depending
the
on
bleach tray thing.
Yeah, so there's a lot. It's so funny that you just mentioned that because one of the things I do is as I'm getting ready to do the news, I'll see articles that I'm going to want to read later on, and one of them is how to whiten teeth at home according to dentists. Because I'm always looking for ways that I can whiten my teeth, but not end up making it so that I can't breathe air.
And I just found out there's
because it hurts so bad.
Well, there was this lawyer that I follow online, and she's kind of interesting because she does class action lawsuits, and her whole channel is stuff I've learned while I'm suing people. And what she learned is every single toothpaste that they say is whitening is not.
Right.
They say that you would have to brush every day with that stuff for literally a 400 years for it to lighten the color of your teeth 1/4 of a shade. It does not work.
Wow.
You are not going, and you're paying a lot more for it, and it does not work. In court, they had to admit that it doesn't work.
Do you remember for a while there, the purple toothpaste?
Oh, yeah.
Were all the rage? I bought one and realized there's nothing to do with the purple and it offsetting the colors of your teeth. There's just baking powder in this that's just scraping the stains off.
Exactly. There was
Give me a break.
Have you seen the charcoal?
No.
The charcoal toothpaste where it's black.
Right.
And you're scrubbing your teeth with charcoal. That's also supposed to do the same thing. The charcoal is supposed to leach the stuff out of your teeth or whatever. And I want something
that's horrifying looking.
Yeah, I know.
When
It's
you
terrible.
see all that black stuff in your
Oh, that's 28 days later stuff right there.
Yeah.
But I wanted something that, and I know the listeners deal with a lot of this stuff, and I don't know, I don't really meet a bunch of people that deal with stuff like this, and I would like to know if they have an idea of what a good teeth whitening thing is. I don't want to go to the dentist for it because there's so much good over the counter stuff that can work. I just don't know which one to spend my time or money on. My kids use the white strips from Crest for a while. I've used those for a little bit, but I didn't really see any change over a week or a week and a half. I don't know how long you're supposed to do it. I've had the bleach trays before, but like you, holy ass.
Oh,
you better
yeah.
not breathe through your mouth for about 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And then you have to worry about what you eat and drink after that
Right.
because you can't have you
Like
have to
wine and stuff like that, yeah.
You have to stick with Sprite because all your pores basically
Right.
are opened up
you're
in your teeth.
Taking off a layer of enamel, are you not?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
And
But-
if you're already sensitive and you want to keep, drinking sodas with ice in them
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. Now, this list that I'm looking at, they do have, the Crest Pro Brilliance on there.
I'm telling you, man, that lawyer said none of that stuff works. And I've been buying Sensodyne whitening and all the expensive whitening toothpaste that are $11, $12 a tube. It doesn't do anything.
I paid 99 cents.
Yeah, I know.
Ultra Bright Advanced Whitening.
And by the way, buddy, listen, you're ahead of the game because you're winning because all that stuff they're using to market is all horse ass. What she said is go buy the cheapest toothpaste out there that has the right amount of fluoride and you're going to be just fine.
I think it was 25 years ago, Consumer Report said, if it's got the fluoride in it, and they ranked Ultra Bright and the Advanced Whitening as one of the best deals for the price because it's 99 cents. Yet other tubes are $3-4 a tube.
So try Sensodyne over almost $7.
And the only reason we keep a tube of that is every once in a while, and the dentist will say that first time you feel that sensitive, you Sensodyne. I'd much rather that than to start drilling right away.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm always wondering about these new LED kits.
Yeah, I saw that
with
today
the
too.
Trays,
Yeah.
you see them all over social media, and it's like, I mean, they're
Does it go with the hockey mask with the red light on it?
Oh,
too?
no. Oh, my God, dude. Let me tell
I'm
you.
not doing that.
Roll over and look at that in a bed sometime.
That thing's like popping up everywhere.
I know everybody does.
They have whole bodysuits for it now.
Oh, great!
Like they have things you can walk in an infrared light shoe.
What does it do? Does it work?
I don't know, dude.
Is it a big scale?
You know what it works at? It works at getting money from people. That's for damn
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
That's what it does.
Exactly.
It works for people who want to stay looking young.
Somebody just texted again at 77031. My dentist said all of the over-the-counter whiteners are money grabs and don't do anything. Also, toothpaste is in general just for freshening breath. You can brush with just a brush to clean your teeth. It's kind of like what they say about shampoo
Yeah,
as
but
well.
but now that they're yanking fluoride out of the water system, you definitely need to brush with fluoride toothpaste.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked last time we were talking about teeth and flossing and stuff. People were saying, you can brush without toothpaste and have it be just as effective.
Exactly,
I
except
don't know.
for the fluoride part.
Yeah, you got to have the fluoride in your. I mean, if you don't have water that's fluoridated, you got to be careful with that though, because you can get those little pinholes in your teeth. That's a joke.
Okay.
Like copper pipes when you get struck by lightning. But I do need one, man. I guess I would just, I don't know, maybe I'll just go to the dentist and have it done. But all they do is the light thing. That's
And
what
then
they
it's
do.
expensive.
They do the UV light thing, and you're right, it's like $300 or $400. But when I look at myself in the screen here for the broadcast thing that we do for the stream, I look up there and I smile, and I got this two bright ass white teeth in my face. And the rest of Deb, look at that. You can easily see it.
No, I can't.
I never saw it before, and now
I never noticed it.
Look at that. You can't tell that? Are you kidding?
No,
Well, now I
that's
can.
something that you're hypersensitive about. I never would have noticed
there's
that.
so much more wrong with you that I notice.
I can't see for the liver spots. But I'm not getting sensitive about it, but I can certainly tell it now. And I was told by the dentist who did this work, eventually you're going to deal with this. He said eventually the rest of your teeth are going to change colors because they do as you get older. And those teeth are not going to change color because they're porcelain, and they're simply not going to do that.
Wouldn't it be easier to darken the fake teeth as opposed to whiten the other teeth?
I'll bring in my pastel set tomorrow. We'll
Thank
do a
you,
little
Debbie.
little
Yeah.
something, little artistry
A little
there.
something.
A little something, little artistry.
Yeah.
I'll bring a little brush. We'll put some nail polish, some clear nail polish nail polish over it to keep the streaky look. We can give you a nice gnarly tobacco tooth. Huh?
Cartoon teeth.
Exactly.
It's like one tooth all the way across with one little line right there. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text us at 77031. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we do have the smartest audience in talk radio. So if anyone works in a dental office or is a hygienist, they'll let us know what they recommend.
And if you want to volunteer to come in and help Jim do it on the air, we're open to that.
Stop
too.
it.
I'll let you use my pastels.
When we come back, I do have another question.
Oh boy,
I'm full of questions
you
today.
and your question.
Well, it's not a question per se. It's just like a thing between. It's just it's a greeting thing. All right.
Oh, I think I have an idea.
No. I know you. If you do, it'd be awesome. But it's like a greeting thing. It won't take but a second. Then we can get to another topic. We'll do that next. Hang out.
The all-new and improved iHeartRadio app is now available with all new features. Download it for free and make Real Radio 104.1 your number one preset for a chance to win cool stuff at Real Radio events.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Lots more company on I-4 westbound now between the Beach Line and 535. Slow going on I-4 eastbound between 46 and 1792. And you're also tapping the brakes on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Arroyo Grande with Raymond Arroyo.
I'm Raymond Arroyo. I'd like to invite you to my new podcast, Arroyo Grande. Discover life lessons, practical advice, and inspiring examples to live by as I sit with celebrities and thought leaders you'll absolutely love. Listen to Arroyo Grande wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you looking to buy a new home in the new year? You've been shopping around, you've got a mortgage quote or two, but you're wondering, are these any good? Well, don't worry, because it is so easy to check them out with that mortgage guy, Don. And that's because a recent study found that less than 20% of folks compare that first mortgage quote that you get. But what you really want is peace of mind. So just go to the website, hit that little button that says compare, and upload your quote. That's it. That mortgage guy, Don, is going to tell you if it's any good, and you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. It truly is peace of mind right there at your fingertips. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
All right, Mom and Dad, that's enough screen time for today.
I literally just saved us more money by finding 2 subscriptions we forgot about with Navy Federal Credit Union's mobile app.
Yeah, and I just protected our credit from cringe fraudsters with their security tech.
Don't you want to spend some time on social media?
Will social media help us manifest your college tuition?
Get the best banking ever with one of America's top-rated digital banking experiences, Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Message and data rates may apply. Visit NavyFederal.org for more information.
Eligibility and results may vary. If you're on Medicare and living in the Orlando area, getting great dental care doesn't have to be confusing or expensive. Sage Dental is here to help you understand your Medicare benefits and make your care as simple and affordable as possible. Whether you need a routine cleaning or advanced care like implants, crowns, oral surgery, or custom dentures, Sage Dental brings all your dental needs conveniently together under one roof. At Sage, we use the latest in dental innovation, including minimally invasive techniques for more comfort and faster healing. Need a crown? Sage can create same-day custom crowns right in our office. In addition to Medicare, we accept most insurance plans. No insurance? Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on your care. Same-day appointments available. Call 800-218-8877. 800-218-8877. That's 800-218-8877.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and details.
Looking for the perfect spot to hang with friends or make new ones? Hop on over to Frogger's Grill and Bar. With 4 great locations in Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs, there's a Frogger's near you. Their fresh, never frozen menu will blow you away. With over 50 widescreen TVs, you won't miss a single college or NFL game this season. Plus, they're hiring. Join Frogger's family. They need qualified line cooks and managers at all locations. Apply online at Froggers.com or apply in person between 2 and 4 p.m. daily. Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hoppin' with food and fun.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth LLC, a SEC registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. Radio now comes with moving pictures. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
I'm going to keep this real quick because I'm at work and ish. Shout out. I'm glad to see JC back in effect. Every day we do it the best. You feel me? Just real quick. Wow, yeah, that show, The Beast in Me. So my mom was watching it. I'm like, oh, it's probably going to be some chick flick or something. I didn't pay it any mind. Like you said, after watching it, after like the 5th episode, when I tell you, shocked and speechless is the only words I can use. Definitely need you guys to finish the series. Okay, bye.
Bye. I'll be crushing at least 2 more episodes tonight. Probably finish it up by Wednesday. It's called The Beast in Me on Netflix. Netflix. Starring Claire Danes.
HBO Max.
Claire Danes. Is it? Or is it HBO
You want to
Max?
put money on it?
No, I don't. Is it HBO Max?
No,
it's Netflix.
It's
It
Netflix.
is. Yeah. That's a very good bet because, I forget everything. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack.
Yeah.
My question is this, real quick, by the way. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate that. Happy New Year. Guys have a ton of terms of endearment for each other. And why don't women? Like, I can call Jack pal, buddy, partner, my
Those
man.
are not terms of endearment. Those are ways of saying I forgot your name.
No. It is a term. Jack has 2 of his own. Jack uses pal
and buddy.
And daddy-o.
Buddy. Yeah.
And buddy.
Hey, buddy.
But we have
and kiddo.
But there are myriad names that dudes call each other when addressing each other. What's up, my man? Pal, buddy, partner. I mean, all these things that we use. What are the women have, like, girl?
Right.
But is that it? Is that all? I mean, when you meet your friends and stuff, is there a term that you use that is equal to like pal or buddy or anything like that?
Well, it's specific to each friend, like a little nickname.
And ours are a little more interchangeable.
Yeah, exactly. Yours aren't specific.
But why is that? Why don't women have that same kind of vernacular that dudes are capable of using, and kind of it's an international language for guys? Like I could go to Wisconsin tomorrow and meet a guy in a diner and say, "What's up, partner?" And he would know exactly. I mean, it would be like that's exactly. He wouldn't have any problem with that. Like I would just be, that's a term you use for somebody you don't know, or maybe even someone you do know, buddy, pal, partner, daddy-o, kiddo, whatever the case may be. But I noticed that my wife has a lot of friends, and she never uses terms like that. Girl is like the only one.
I think because they remember their names.
Or do you think it's just different how women interact with each other than guys?
I think it depends on the woman. So I think... I mean, I understand it's easy to take your experience at home and assume that that's how it is everywhere else.
Right.
But, my best friend and I will have nicknames for each other based off of a mutual joke that we've
right.
had.
Yeah. But I don't. What I'm saying is, I don't have nicknames for my buddies. Like I don't call my buddy Shane, Shaney Poo or Shane Dog or anything like that.
See, that's the difference. It's just like Jack said. They're more interchangeable and generic. They're not really necessarily addressing your friend. They're not speaking to,
right.
It's not Code Black, hey, fisherman, because he likes to fish all the time. Or,
right.
You know what I'm saying? They're interchangeable. And when was the last time, honestly, you ever addressed Code Black as, hey, buddy?
Oh, I talk to Code Black like that all the time, though. I really do. I don't call him Code Black, or I rarely call him Sean.
Hey, you?
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff I call him when I play poker against him. Oh my God! And this past Saturday night was one of those nights.
So, there is a huge difference that when you see guys busting on other guys,
like busting balls.
Well, there was a video the other day on Twitter, and it said his friends gave him a horse laxative, and I was like, there is nothing about this video that says you're my friend. But you could hear all of his buddies just busting up in the background. That is something that would be a deal breaker in a female friendship.
You think so? See,
absolutely, without a doubt. You put me through physical pain or embarrassment, you are not my friend.
Yeah, you're done.
Whereas with guys, that's how you bond.
Interesting.
It is. I mean, you call your friend like horrible names and cuss them out at the table. With a girlfriend, I mean, unless you're extremely close and you've had those kind of convos before, I wouldn't even attempt that with my best friends, and I've known them since I was 18.
But if somebody said something sideways, you could bust out with a bitch, please. You could do that, right?
Oh, even greet them as bitch, what up?
Yeah.
But that's different. But the kind of way that you guys will rag on each other, and that was another lesson that I learned here. I learned that busting balls with sports talk comes off very differently when a woman is doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Versus when one of the guys are doing it.
Yeah.
So I learned that I remember when our engineer, he's a Pittsburgh Pirates fan and Chris is a Cubs. And I said something about a game and I went, future note to self, never, ever do that again.
Well, and it's certain people, though. There are certain people that take their sports. I mean, they don't like trash talking
at all.
Our former boss.
Oh my God, you could not make any joke
about Alabama.
No,
like we've tried at times. And
so
never again.
I made that one attempt, and I was like, once again.
And it was
to never do.
So uncomfortable too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't joke about that, dude. You can't joke about a team losing because I mean,
can you imagine calling her up this past weekend?
Like, how many national championships do you have to win before we can bust your balls a little bit?
Yeah,
I mean, because you ruled college football for like literally 15 years, and I can't wreck your balls because you lost by a point.
No,
get out of here.
But notice that when I said that it comes off different when a woman does the trash talking in sports versus when you guys do it.
Right.
For some reason, I guess it's more insulting.
But we equally don't like guys who do that. But if guys take their sports teams too seriously, other dudes will check out. They don't. That's not a thing that guys really like. You can't be like, you can't joke about that, dude. No, I can joke about anything, dude. You just have to learn how to take it, dude.
Most men, and I'll say, remember, 51% will count as most, do not or get intimidated and uncomfortable talking to a female who knows more about sports than they do.
I could see that. I mean,
hit me with that again.
Most men are uncomfortable to talk to women about sports women who know more about sports than they do. It's emasculating.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's a shame. It's just like there's a commercial out now about a hair growth product.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart every time I see it because one of the guys in the commercial says he stopped hanging out with the guys because he was tired of the remarks.
Yes, yeah.
And I just thought,
and his new hairline looks fabulous.
It does look fabulous. It does. But I thought, what does that say about your friendships when you actually have to cut yourself off from your friends because
I don't want to hear it.
Because you don't want to hear them needling in on the one part of your body that you're the least confident about, the most nervous about, and then there's your friends just sticking the screws to you. That part of the masculine relationship.
You don't understand?
I don't because it's cruel.
Seems disrespectful too, doesn't it?
Well, it's not just disrespectful. A friend is someone who has your back, even when like other people in your lives may not. Right?
But the
person you call at 3 and say bring your shovel and they don't ask any questions.
But we live in a space where you can be both of those things. Like men live in a space where I could, like if the Yankees, because Jack can get a little crazy about the Yankees sometimes. You know that, right?
Of course.
You can be that guy about the Yankees sometimes, especially in the playoffs, right? Because I've hit you with a couple of Yankees things. Jack did something in the building last year that I couldn't believe. The Yankees had just lost a tough game, and we're walking out there in the sales pit. It's just an open room, right? So there's just an open room. And one of these sales reps rolled by Bradshaw and said something about the Yankees, and Jack, in a very assertive volume, said, F you. And then said the dude's name. And it was loud enough for I heard it walking over here.
Yeah, here's the deal and why it was justified. He was a Red Sox fan.
But where I learned how to bust balls was in baseball practice. Like we do our stretching exercises, all of the guys would be stretching and they would be doing your mama jokes.
Right.
And I never got involved with it because I wasn't any good at it. And I was so embarrassed because all those dudes were like seniors. I was like a freshman or a sophomore. I can't remember. But I mean, they were, and it was the most awful stuff you could ever hear. And those dudes would hug it out like, and they were the best of friends, but it would be the worst stuff ever. And most of my relationships with guys have been that way. Like, I don't have that sensitive thing. You could bust my balls about being bald all day long. I do not care.
But what's really interesting is that while you can bust balls and say the most awful things to each other, it seems that kind of bonding stops. Like if someone were to say, hey, man, I'm having a really hard time at home. He'd be like, hey, did you catch the game last night?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, we're not going there.
But but I got to tell you, in the world of guys, though, I don't know how many guys I would discuss that kind of thing with.
Now, that's where Ross's generation, I think, is changing that because he and his friends will say they love each other. They will check in on each other.
We do not do that.
I just watched you physically squirm.
We do not.
As we mentioned that. You hate
look at
that.
Bradshaw. He's worse than I am about it.
I know. He's over there like, he's almost...
Holmes is young, and he's the worst. He's worse than anybody, Ryan.
We're both sitting with crossed arms.
I know. Don't communicate with me.
I do love, and I mean really do love a number of my male friends.
But what would you do if they called you up at like 9:30 at night and they just really needed to talk and it was a heavy topic? And
I would talk to them. I would, but it just doesn't happen. That's the thing is like that never happens. Occasionally, Code Black and I will get real with each other and say these things because we've known each other for so long, and our lives have basically been integrated because we live next door to each other, and our families are basically, like I said, they're integrated. They're almost like his kids are like my kids, and vice versa.
And I think that's why when men get divorced or when a relationship ends, it's harder on the man because 9 times out of 10, that woman he shares his home with is his confidant. That is the one person in his life that he will admit, I'm feeling vulnerable or I'm scared or I'm really stressed out, because he doesn't say that stuff with his friends. So when that support system for one reason or another disappears, you're kind of left hanging.
Yeah.
And that's where is just to see you guys squirm again. Just to see Ross telling his friends that he loves them and checks in on them.
I'm just trying to think of Jack having a conversation like this with anybody he knows. Because Jack and I know a lot of the same people. We're kind of friends with a lot of the same people. So I can't imagine one person that Bradshaw would have a serious, like Jack and I have had some really good conversations about things because we've had parallel situations in our lives that we've had good conversations about.
Eerily amount.
It is though, but it's been good though, right, dude?
Yes,
I think it's been very therapeutic for both of us.
Yes, I agree. And Ross, to his credit, has to be like it's now him. I'll tell you, him and also Fritz, Jeff Ilgen Fritz.
Right, yeah.
Are so Jeff has a song that more guys should say I love you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, his favorite color is pink.
Yeah. So
he is perfectly comfortable in his own masculinity, as is Ross. Yeah. And they don't, somebody just texted us at 77031. Phil Donahue once said men are so emotionally constipated they have to drink beer just to talk to each other.
But it's true, though.
Yes,
I mean, look, we the other thing, too, is this. We never want to be vulnerable.
There you go.
We don't want to give anybody information that can be used against us in the future because we're very protective of ourselves and our personas.
And going back to that style of getting along where you're cutting up and making fun of each other, that's just more ammunition.
Exactly. And that kind of, and therein lies the problem.
Right. Well,
because without vulnerability, there really isn't, there is no real bond there.
Yeah. I'm doing fine.
Let's check in with Mr. Emotionally. Yep. How you doing, Jack?
He's covering his boobs with his arms.
Leave me alone.
Stop
he's looking at me.
He's picking again. Look at him. Look at him picking.
He wants that his arm so bad.
He's wearing like, 3/4 sleeves. He's wearing a baseball jersey.
Oh, you're ruining it for me.
He can't deflesh himself.
I'm going to get under these somehow.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. What do we have here? Oh, let's talk about that Poly Market story. We'll do that next. Hang loose.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Crews working on an accident I-4 westbound at the beach line in Orange County. That left shoulder there is blocked. Lots of company on Florida's Turnpike southbound between 417 and Osceola Parkway. And you have a slow ride on I-4 eastbound between Fairbanks Avenue and Maitland Boulevard. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Why haven't you listened to Red Pilled America? I get it. You must have pronouns in your bio. Because if you don't, then you should be listening to Red Pilled America. It's a storytelling show for patriots. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Mills Air. Here's what I know about living in Florida for my entire life. If you do not have an AC company that you can trust and lean on during the summers in this state, I got bad news. It's going to be a tough few months for you. That's why I lean on Mills Air with their 30-plus years of experience to keep me and my family comfortable during the hottest times of the year. And let me tell you straight up, they can do the same thing for you. And I'll tell you something about Leon Mills. He started this business and built it the way you're supposed to, with him and a van. He actually left the company he was working with before because they didn't do it the way he liked to do it. Then he started his own company, now 60 vans in his fleet to cover you wherever you are in Central Florida. And their techs are awesome. They can take care of any system, so don't worry about what you have. Even better, Mills Air is a Carrier Factory authorized dealer. That's super important. That could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. It's millsair.com.
The music we listen to all year long.
The anthems that were our soundtrack for 2025.
And the stars who made the songs we love.
Will all be celebrated.
Let's get it started. March 26th, live from Los Angeles. Coming back to Fox.
Be here as our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Award nominees are announced Thursday at 9 a.m.
Our Jim Colbert Show question of the day is live. It's in our YouTube chat. It's brought to us by We Are Beyond a Bank. They're bigger and better than before and ready to help you out in 2026. Is this the year you are moving into your dream home? Well, Brad Siebert and his experts at We Are Beyond a Bank, they're licensed in all 50 states. They've now partnered with Luminate Bank and can help you no matter where you live and what you're looking for when it comes to mortgages. If you want to, use the equity in your current home to get into your dream home, they have a move up buyers program that might just be perfect for you. Head online to wearebeyondabank.com, or a new easier way, pound 250 on your cell. They ask for a keyword, you say Luminate. That's pound 250, keyword Luminate. NMLS ID number 150953, equal housing and fair lending.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Central Florida Scottish Highland Games, Jock here. Yes, what in the world are Scottish Highland Games? They're pure Scottish fun. Amazing athletes, great pipe bands and music, Highland dances, food, Dunedin Brewery, Scottish merchandise. Where and when is it? January 17th and 18th at Central Winds Park in Winter Springs. Got a website? FLAScott.com. That's FLAScott.com.
WeAreNotTheBanks.com is now bigger and better than before. And now they have a new website, WeAreBeyondABank.com. Brad Siebert and his team have partnered with Luminate Bank and are now more flexible than before. Licensed in all 50 states, We Are Beyond a Bank still has a primary focus of mortgages and getting you the money you need. From new construction loans, commercial lending, refis, or purchasing your dream home with their move-up buyers program. Contact Brad at WeAreBeyondABank.com or just dial pound 250 on your cell, keyword Luminate, pound 250 50, keyword Luminate. NMLS ID number 150953, equal housing and fair lending.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
New year, new goals. And in this economy, a better money plan is more necessary than ever. I am Matt.
And I'm Joel.
We are from the How to Money podcast. And every week we help you to spend smarter, save more, and to make sense of what's going on out there.
If you want 2026 to be the year you finally feel in control of your money, we're here to give you the tools and advice to help you make it happen. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search How to Money, and listen now.
Skip the gimmicks. Get real testosterone at redmountainweightloss.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
I said the hip hop, the hip me do the hip hop. You don't stop the rocker to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat.
Still to come, the common sense financial advice you need. It's Only Money with Scott Brown. Today at 6:20 on The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, wanted to touch on the topic of gender-based nicknames and men calling other men nicknames versus women calling other women nicknames. To sum it all up, I've seen a cartoon on the internet a bunch of times, which I think sums it up nicely, in which men treat each other horribly to each other's faces, while traditionally women will meet each other and say, "Oh, honey, I like that blouse, blah, blah, blah," or whatever. And then they walk away and she goes, "What a fat bitch."
True. Deb?
Not in my world.
Yeah.
I'd knock that bitch out.
No, you wouldn't hear it. She's talking behind your back. That's the point.
But you know the people like that.
Yeah, but you play nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you play nice socially. And then when she walks away, you're like, oh, that.
Oh, it's that Mean Girl stuff.
That exactly.
Yeah.
I never saw that movie, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so good.
It's actually, it holds up.
Yeah, I was just thinking about, wow, Tina Fey. She crushed it with that. It became a play, then it was a movie that became a play that became a movie again.
Yeah. And as a Broadway, traveling Broadway play. That was good, by the way.
Yeah.
Saw it. One of the most talented people in Hollywood over the last 30 years.
Yeah.
Tina Fey. Monster.
I hear she's going to run SNL soon.
Is she really? I heard that's what they want. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here with us as well.
What's up?
So we talked about Polymarket. You guys know what Polymarket is, right?
No.
Yes. It's like that Kalshi thing. You can bet on anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we talked about this.
Right. Okay.
You can bet. When I say bet on anything, I could go to Polymarket right now and bet on what the temperature is going to be in Florida in the next 2 hours. I could bet on how many stoplights. I can bet on anything you want, right? You literally can put a wager on anything. And it's very dangerous, I believe. And this is way different. Imagine the sports betting apps where when you're betting on a football game, you're betting on, what color the Gatorade's going to be. Or, what lineman is going to get the first penalty or anything, the most minutia stuff, the coin flip, what color costumes or how many of the cheerleaders are blonde or redheaded. I mean,
I watched this 60 Minutes report on it. I think you saw that as well, with the guy who created it and stuff. I'm looking at the website. I still don't fully understand it.
And neither do I, but Kalshi is the other one that's doing. So it's Polymarket and Kalshi. And basically, it's a reputation for, so they have a reputation for facilitating cheating and insider trading. And the reason why, and I think there's going to wind up being legislation to change this. As of right now, you can do all of this anonymously. Fast forward to 2 or 3 days ago. Somebody put a $30,000 bet 2 days before the U.S. took Maduro into custody. That Maduro would be taken into custody. That paid $400,000. Who would know that? Who could possibly know? One person, by the way, that they were going to do it at that exact time and that time frame to collect that kind of money.
Not another Signal chat mistake.
They pay you in Bitcoin.
So it's not traceable. So you can bet anonymously and then get paid anonymously. Does that sound dangerous?
No.
It sounds painfully dangerous.
No. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. It says the evidence of insider trading is compelling to say the least here, given the highly suspicious timing of this investment. The account invested over $30,000 less than 2 days before the U.S. launched its invasion to kidnap Maduro and his wife. They profited $40,000 in 24 hours.
I didn't think oil company executives needed that kind of coin.
And it says insider trading is not only allowed on prediction markets, it's encouraged. Like they're basically saying, hey man, nobody has to know you're doing this. Nobody has to know where the money's coming from. Nobody has to know where the money's going. And because I would think the government would want this because that's $400,000 in revenue.
Yeah.
That's a tax bill. Like you're telling me the U.S. government isn't going to step in and tax these and make people, there's no way it's going to remain anonymous. No way possible it's going to remain that way. You're telling me the U.S. government, that's one of the reasons that the whole, the online gambling took so long. It's the reason they shut poker down, online gambling, which is still illegal in the U.S.
Technically.
It is. You can't get paid from a company in the U.S. unless you go through some really serious stuff. And I know that because I know a dude who does it. I mean, you got to wait. You got to get lucky. This guy has won thousands of dollars and not been paid before because he gambled on a website that wasn't like sanctioned or wasn't kind of governed. So they just took his money. So the fact is right now on these apps, you can gamble anonymously on stuff that you can have inside knowledge of. Like let's say I get an email from Bob here at iHeart. Nobody else knows it, just the employees of the company. Could be just me for that matter. And I go to Polymarket and I go, I think iHeart's going to do this. They're going to start a festival that's going to be this, or iHeart's going to, incorporate this into their stations. They're going to do something like that. I could literally do that. Nobody would know I'm doing it. I'm using inside information that I only have access to, and I get cashed out, and nobody has to know it. The government does not get a slice of that money. That is going to change because you imagine somebody making tens of millions of dollars on Polymarket and not paying their tax bill on it. Because Bitcoin is completely anonymous, I believe, isn't it, Jack?
Well, and if the person doing the bidding is anonymous, how can the government go after them for their tax money?
Yeah, you're right. That's the whole point, is the fact they would have to have some type of marker so that they would know who's doing this so they could charge them, their income tax for that. It says prediction markets have long raised concerns over exactly these types of situations. Case in point, one Polymarket user made $1 million in 24 hours in early December after betting on Google's 2025 year-end search rankings.
Oh, wow.
So somebody gets access to that information, right, inside Google, wherever, doesn't matter. They could be the person who wrote the list.
Yeah.
They go straight to Polymarket and they go, this is what I think was the most searched. And then they get the first 10 dead on. The odds of that are, incredible.
Astronomical.
A near perfect record of 22 correct predictions out of 23 attempts. He wins $1 million, or the person wins $1 million in 24 hours by doing that. It says, and when you consider the legislation we're looking at right now internally, Congress and the House, trying to get legislation through where, Congress members cannot, be part of the trading. We were talking about that earlier.
Yes.
Same type thing.
I found it interesting that Paulina Luna is leading the charge on that, but
right. Well, also Tom Cotton and no, it's the other guy, the Arkansas guy, the runner. You know which one I'm talking
Hawley.
about. Hawley, Josh Hawley.
Oh.
Josh Hauling-ass.
Oh, the runner.
Hauling-ass Hawley.
The runner.
Yeah.
5 years ago today, he was running.
Oh, the fist-up guy, and then all of a sudden he's running from his own people. That guy. They didn't know who they were after. They were yelling Pence, but they would have taken anybody.
I think it was 5 years ago this hour he was running.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude was power fisting the outside, but like 40 minutes earlier, dude was hauling ass. It says, of course, insiders should not be able to get rich off policy decisions, but even more concerning is the possibility that people are skewing policy outcomes in order to make bets pay off. And this is no different than like a referee gambling in a game without them knowing it, altering the game's outcome by simply calling a foul or not giving a first down. Or
the anonymity is a huge issue.
It's a massive part of it.
Just think of everything, whether it's sports, government. It could have been, a guy on Delta Force. Right? Who was going in to get Maduro.
Yeah.
He drops it. It's anonymous, right? Let's do it. They know they're going in.
Right.
It could have been
anybody.
Wow.
It can be anybody. So theoretically, anybody in the administration that has a heads up on what's going on, whatever actions are going. By the way, how about this? You could have bet that Donald Trump told oil companies that we were going in to get Maduro and told them when we got him. He admitted that on Air Force One. Did not inform Congress this was happening.
No, but oil industry executives were.
But the oil executives knew that we were going in, and when he was apprehended, they knew it. Like, who else would know that? I mean, theoretically, you could become you could make a gob of money on this thing with just a tiny bit of information.
Well, somebody did. Where does the money come from that pays off these obscure bets?
From other people betting on stuff that they don't come through on. It's no different than being in a casino.
But the problem is like you said, they don't get. Do you get paid off Polymarket right away?
Yeah, no, it's Bitcoin. You get paid Bitcoin. I don't know if it's right away or anything like that. I don't know the time schedule,
And I think the thing for what I do remember from the 60 Minutes interview is Polymarket, they're not taking any percentage, which is why, although they're valued extremely high, it might be billions, they're valued very high, they're not making a profit now because they are not getting a piece of the action.
But a piece of the action is being the action, is it not? Like in a casino, theoretically, at a poker table, it's different because it's other players playing against other players. But at a blackjack table, you don't have to take a piece of the action because every hand that doesn't win is the action. You're only paying the winners.
Yeah, but it is, I think, more like a poker game where it is user to user, as you say. They're funding the bet for whoever wins. It's the people who lost that bet. That's where the money coming from.
Right. Polymarket's the house.
Yeah. How are they making money?
Well, they're the house. Aren't they? I mean, that's what we're talking about. They're the house.
But when did they get paid? From where?
From the people who bet and their bets don't win, right?
No, the bets don't win. That goes to the winner.
Well, not necessarily all of it, though, right?
Yes. They don't get it. And right now.
Okay, hold on. Now let's stop for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Okay, so let's say that we make a prediction.
Yeah.
And everybody in the building bets $1,000, right? You have to set the payout. I see what you're saying. So the payout has to be finite.
The payout is what's in the pot. All the money goes in the pot.
Right, yeah. That's the part I was missing there.
The winner's getting that. Typically, the house
10%,
would
15%,
take
whatever.
A percentage of that. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is, I thought that was surprising that, and I don't know, that there were some legal issues at first. They didn't have clearance at first. They finally got clearance in the current administration. So you have Kalshi, who had clearance from the beginning, and now Polymarket, both kind of doing this thing.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. I want to know more about it, but I'm also afraid if I learn too much about it, I'll think, I know what I'm doing. And I know my record with betting football games.
Yeah.
So I can't see myself doing much better on this.
Yeah. Man, I'm so happy I don't have that gene. I am so happy because this doesn't, I've never thought about once getting that Hard Rock Bet Live, that live thing. I've never thought once about getting that. And I would never in a million years go to Polymarket or Kalshi or any of that. And let me tell you, I have a little bit of a thing where I can predict stuff a little bit. Imagine if on September 2nd, when that first boat hit, I went into Polymarket. I don't know if it's an odds thing based on that. And I said, hey, look, I think what's going to happen here is we're about to go in and we're about to change this regime. And I make that bet on the very first boat strike. I make that pick, and that's exactly what I told Jack and Ross when that happened.
When we did talk about it, one of the bets up there would the Maduro thing change before the end of 2026. And when did this happen? It was the first week. Before the end of 2025.
Right, yeah.
And it was the first week of 2026 when it actually happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And this is one of those things where it's so new that I don't think the government really has an idea of how to deal with it right now. I think maybe it's just the fact that it's really so new. It's kind of like, kind of like the AI thing.
Oh, I think that, like you said, once they start hearing the numbers, once they start hearing, wait, who knew this information and who made this kind of money? I think that's when it will get their attention and we'll start seeing some regulation. Until then, it's just going to be a free-for-all.
Yeah, it says here, one thing's for sure, while insiders profit, those without that privileged information lose out. And when the bets are on a deadly conflict, innocent people stand to suffer. And questions related to whether or not and when military action might be undertaken are especially vulnerable to such manipulation because the president frequently moves with discretion over the timing and without notice to public or Congress. So in other words, what they're basically saying is if you're inside the White House and you're part of the cabinet or part of that war chest, and in going in, and let's say Hegseth has a buddy from high school that he's still close friends with, and he just goes, hey, man, go to Poly Market, put Ted K on, us pushing the button with Greenland or something.
Stop it. That would never happen with Captain Morgan.
Yeah. But, that's exactly what they're talking about. And it could be, I guess, anything that they're covering, any event that they put up to be bet on is what you have to have information on. I don't think it's just like a blind thing, like you can go in there and say, oh, I predict this is going to happen. I think it has to be on the platform, I believe.
So here's one. Maduro mugshot. Will it be released by January 9th? And then they have January 16th, and you can bet. Because it has not been released yet.
Oh, it hasn't?
No.
Well, they've seen plenty of photographs with him, though. DEA agents taking him out. A couple guys, there's one with him standing next to a DEA agent laughing.
Yeah, the maker of the hoodie he was wearing, Origin, up in Maine, is like, apparently Maduro liked the fabric that we used for our hoodie. He gave it 2 thumbs up.
That's quite an endorsement,
Isn't
right?
it? That's the way to lean into the story.
Number one hoodie of dictators. What are you laughing at?
You talking about how well you predict stuff, and
I didn't say that. I said I have a little bit of a knack for it sometimes.
A texter goes,
That's all right.
pump them brakes, Nostrabaldi.
I got a little knack for it, though. Ross shot me a text, and he goes, did it again, 4 months in advance. You figured it out. And look, here's the thing. It's just a guess. I don't know anything. You just kind of know what's in Venezuela. You know the situation. You got to know how that dude thinks. You know that Venezuela is not a producer of drugs. That's a complete lie. Literally a complete lie. It's Peru, it's Ecuador, it's Colombia, it's Bolivia. It's those countries that are cocaine-producing countries. And most of the drugs that come through Venezuela to be trafficked go to Europe. They don't come here. So you knew something was going on.
Well, you got to hit all your markets.
Right. you got to make sure those clubs in London have their blow.
That's,
All right, very good. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. You guys load them up. Trivia's next.
Powered by coffee, chaos, and questionable decisions. Never algorithms. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Discover.
After just missing the coaches poll top 25, UCF men's hoops are back in action tonight. They're at Oak State. Knights have won 11 games in a row. The Magic, they'll try to stack another win tonight. They're in Washington. Orlando's alternated wins and losses over their past 9 games. And a blockbuster trade's on the horizon in the NBA with the Hawks and 4-time All-Star guard Trae Young working on a deal to get him out of Atlanta. I'm Scott Davidson.
Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
Ready to kick off the new year with comfort and savings? Renewal by Andersen is celebrating with their Happy Renewal Year sale. For a limited time, buy one replacement window or patio door and get the second 40% off. And here's more good news. Enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 1 year. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida. They're engineered to handle the heat, humidity, even hurricanes, while helping you save on energy bills year-round. And with their smart sunglass, you you get to enjoy natural light and comfort without the heat. Here's what Megan had to say when she left a review on Google. This was by far the very best experience I've ever had with a contractor. I can't say enough how impressed I am with the attention to detail, the quality control, and the professionalism of Renewal by Andersen of Central Florida. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets savings. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Right now, trade values vary by thousands of dollars from one dealer to the next. But at Greenway Kia, over 40 dealerships compete to buy your trade. And that competition could put up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value in your pocket. Your trade could be worth more than you think. See for yourself at greenwaykias.com or visit one of our 3 metro area locations today. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced, expires 1/5/26.
Hey girl, are you looking for your new favorite lip gloss? Well, I've got it for you. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely it. Maybelline anything always hits. I absolutely love Maybelline and I've used it for years. In particular, the Maybelline Lifter Gloss has no sticky feel. It's super hydrating. Yes, that shine is on point. You can get it at your local Dollar General, and while you're there, you might as well pick me up one too. Okay, don't forget Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
I used to talk about the weather as small talk. Now I talk about McValue deal days at McDonald's. A 4-piece Chicken McNuggets Happy Meal for just $2.99 on Sundays? I'm chit-chatting about it. 6-piece Chicken McNuggets for just 99 cents on Wednesdays. Catch me yapping all day, dude. I'm not even mad about it. You want deals? You need the app. Get 99-cent McNuggets and a $2.99 Happy Meal only in the app. These deals will definitely give you something to talk about. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Valid Sundays and Wednesdays in January and February at participating McDonald's. Valid once per day. Must opt into rewards.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey, man, it's worth it. If you're getting older, it doesn't mean that you got to, feel old. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go, and it'll have you feeling like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle and, less effort in the gym. You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better, and you're going to love a little bit better, if you know what I mean. It's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Don't be fooled. Nothing boosts testosterone like actual testosterone. It's a game changer, and you're going to look better, and you're going to lose weight. And remember, you get a combo of testosterone and a GLP-1. It will burn that belly fat, and you're going to get ripped. So this month, get your free GLP-1 medication, a $299 value when you start testosterone therapy only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your video appointment today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone and say the keyword Red Mountain.
Life doesn't move in straight lines anymore. We eat in mismatched bowls, with podcasts playing, with kids negotiating broccoli terms like lawyers. And that's still mealtime. Marley Spoon is built for that kind of life, where dinner starts from scratch, warms up fast, or comes straight out of the pack. Busy and beautifully real. Marley Spoon adapts so you don't have to. Refresh your routine at marleyspoon.com/offer/radio for up to 25 free meals, plus free delivery on your first order. Marley Spoon, meals reimagined for real life.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends at the Nickley Group. Look, man, I've bought and sold a number of homes here in Central Florida, and I can tell you for sure the difference is a good realtor. Look, man, when it comes to selling your home, marketing matters. That's why you need experienced and effective agents like the guys over at the Nickley Group. These guys have proven marketing strategies to get your home in front of the most qualified buyers and get you the most money possible for your home. On average, 6% more than their competitors. And the Nickley Group even has a way for you to get a guaranteed cash offer on your home. No showings or open houses, and you can close in as little as 14 days. With 4,000 5-star reviews and 4,500 plus homes sold, I wouldn't think twice about letting the Nickley Group sell my home. The Nickley Group is the #1 real estate team in all of Central Florida. With over 5,000 families served and more than $2 billion in real estate sold, the Nickley Group truly does real estate different. Experience the #1 real estate team in all of Central Florida. List your home today at thenickley.com. That's NICKLEY group.com.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
If you're going to give up your personal information to a giant, merciless corporation, might as well listen to something good. So tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
You're late.
You know him. Your favorite tea bag girl, the fellas of the ball. And today we raise a beer to take a poet to lunch day. So, without any further ado, I once knew a man from Nantucket who thought it would be smart to say bye. Can't say that. Have a good show, y'all.
See you, buddy.
Peace.
Made me nervous there.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Just getting my ass wrecked on the texting service for the prediction thing.
Are you really?
And the guy goes, what about that Beyond Meat thing? I'm like, look, I predicted it was going to go up. I just didn't take advantage of it. And then it went back down. But in the short term, I would have made a bunch of money.
You mentioned iHeart, so I checked the iHeart stock.
Yeah.
That's doing all right.
Not too bad.
I'm up 4 times of where I bought it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, 77031. That's how you text us. If you want to get involved with our question of the day, which we put up every single day, make it a habit, man. Get over to realradio.fm/watch and check us out as we do the show. Our question of the day right there in the comments. And the question of the day is easy today. It is, do you believe that the president should be a role model? We'll give you the results at the end of the day. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Good evening.
And he has the Jackie sack. What's in it, my friend?
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Here we go. We have, this is a coveted prize. I get a lot of people reaching out to me. It's like, yo, bro, can you hook me up? But
Oh, yeah.
the answer is you're going to have to win JCS Trivia to get a 4-pack of tickets, including pit passes to Monster Jam at Camping World Stadium.
Monster Jam.
It happens January 10th. That's this Saturday. Awesome trucks, amazing stunts, big air, and action-packed excitement, just like Deb's personal life.
Hey.
It's fun for everyone. Anyway, get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Back to you, clickety clack.
All right, Deborah, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah, let's go 3.
3 is Rayanne. Haven't heard from her. Rayanne, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great, Rayanne. Would you like to play a little game with us?
I sure would.
Let's do it.
Game show.
All right, Rayanne, this is a real easy game here. Got a question for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true.
What?
But if you can find that one, I will send you over to Jack, and you can get yourself something nice. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Here we go. It's National Bean Day. That's right, National Bean Day. Here are 3 fun facts about beans and 1 gassy lie. All right, here we go. Rayanne, we're talking about beans. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, philosopher and mathematician Pythagoras thought beans contained the souls of the dead. Number 2, in some cultures in the world, including India and Singapore, giving beans as a wedding gift is customary. Number 3, North Dakota is the largest dry bean producer in the U.S. Or lastly, every hour in England, 38.5 tons of baked beans are consumed. Which of those is a lie?
The last one, number 4.
No, that's absolutely true. If you can
Yes,
imagine
it
that.
is.
In England, every single hour, 38.5 tons of baked beans are consumed.
That's because they put them over baked potatoes and call it dinner.
And they eat it for breakfast as well.
Yes, they do.
So I don't know if there's a meal that they miss their baked beans. They love them there. All right, 1, 2, or 4? Or 5?
Let's go 4.
Let's go 5, I mean. Or 4, 1, 2, or 5?
Oh, let's go 1.
There we go. Let's go to Oscar. Oscar, how are you? Oscar, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, good, man. All right, good. Which one of these is not true, Oscar? We're talking about beans here, dude. Philosopher and mathematician Pythagoras thought beans contained the souls of the dead.
That's just because that's how they smell.
Number 2, in some cultures in the world, including India and Singapore, giving beans as a wedding gift is customary. Or lastly, North Dakota is the largest dry bean producer in the U.S.
Let's go with Pythagoras.
No, that's absolutely true. So weird was Pythagoras, by the way, the Pythagorean theorem, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That he said that he would rather be tortured and killed than walk through a field of beans. He hated them.
Apparently.
Yeah, had a real aversion to your bean.
Well, he probably had an embarrassing social situation and never forgot it.
All right, 2, 3, or 5?
Let's go 2.
2 is Josh. Josh, how you doing?
Oh, look it up again. I typically 4.
Josh
is busy.
India, beans.
Josh. I can't do it. Sorry. Matt, how you doing, Matt?
Meanwhile, we're listening to him cheat.
Yeah,
exactly.
Matt, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
Good, man. We're talking about beans here. You got a 50-50 shot. Which one of these is not true? Number one, in some cultures in the world, including India and Singapore, giving beans as a wedding gift is customary. Or North Dakota is the largest dry bean producer in the United States.
Number two.
No, that's absolutely true.
Really?
Absolutely true. Starting off 2 for 2 this year.
Yeah, you are, puzzle master.
All right, let's try to go back to him. Josh, you there?
Beans as a wedding gift.
God almighty, that's unbelievable. Josh, are you there? Here's what you don't. He's not going to hear that for 30 seconds. Right. And in 30 seconds, this guy's going to be raging pissed because he just pissed away a 4-pack with a pit pass to Monster Jam.
Hello?
No, he's not there.
Yeah, good.
Carol, how you doing?
I'm doing absolutely amazing.
You are doing amazing. Carol, tell me if this is true. In some cultures in the world, including India and Singapore, giving beans as a wedding gift is customary.
No, it's not true.
Those 2 countries aren't true, but there are countries that do this. Can you name 2 that do? One was actually, both of these have been in the news quite often. It's Nicaragua and China.
Oh, wow.
Are 2 of the countries that it's common for you to give beans to the wedding party as a wedding gift.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
you're the
Carol,
winner.
you're the winner. That's
Yay.
right. North Dakota is the largest dry bean producer in the United States of America.
Wow.
Absolutely. A couple other things you may not know about beans before we get to the top of the hour. Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, has a degree in electrical engineering.
Smart guy.
India is the world's largest producer of beans.
Really?
The world's largest producer, yes. And one of the oldest cultivated plants on Earth is also an American staple for dinner. I never would have known this.
It's not pinto beans.
Green beans
Really?
are one of the oldest crops in the world. Soybeans as well. Actually, lentils, they've all been cultivated for over 10,000 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Obviously, one of chickpeas,
my favorite.
one of the original protein sources for, for cultures for eons. It's just been that way for years. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031.
Are you a bean fan?
I can't eat enough of them.
Lentils?
There's not one I don't like. I've been eating
lima beans.
Yes,
you like lima beans.
Let me tell you something. As a kid, growing up in a southern town, a pot of beans with a ham hock over rice was dinner a lot. Because it's very cheap. It comes out to be like a quarter a serving.
Oh yeah, it's one of the best meals because the carbs with the rice and the protein
fiber
with the beans and the fiber.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are you a bean guy, Jack?
Sure.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite one?
I like black beans and rice.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm pinto beans and rice.
Dude, my son, I got to tell you, my son shocked the hell out of me about 3 or 4 months ago. He goes, Dad, I'm going to make because we're making tacos or whatever. He goes, I'm making the black beans tonight. And he's not known for being a cook or whatever. And I taste this pot of black beans. I'm like, my God, Cole, these things are incredible. What'd you do? And he looks at me and goes, stick of butter. so
butter, bacon, onion, garlic.
Yeah. Cook them down with onion.
Cumin.
You sweat the onion and garlic. You don't want to brown them or anything. Then you deglaze that with some beef or chicken stock. I like beef stock because it's a stronger flavor. In go the beans. Let that simmer for a while. Don't let the bean break down. But when that stock reduces, you're going to a really nice soup in there that's so delicious.
Perfect over your rice.
Oh my God.
Num,
over
num,
anything.
Num.
Big pot of lima beans, cannellini beans, chickpeas.
Chickpeas I love. Lima beans, not a fan.
Make our own hummus at the house. Like that a lot. Yeah.
Do you eat lima beans, Jack?
I don't know.
Black eyed peas?
I mean, I would. Nah, that I'm not interested.
You don't like black eyed peas, really? That's crazy. Kidney beans?
Yeah,
I like kidney beans. Lentils are a little.
Kidney beans. I think the only time I get that is in the
chili.
The vegetable medley of the frozen fruit. Oh, I love frozen vegetables.
Really? What?
Yeah.
Really?
Isn't that? Are kidney beans in there?
No, kidney beans are in chili.
All right,
that's them in chili.
Yeah. Oh, then I love them.
By the way, if beans can be toxic. By the way, I read today if it's specifically kidney beans, if you cook them. And you don't cook them all the way, chickpeas are the same way. They can be toxic. They have a chemical that cooks out when you cook them. But if you don't cook them all the way and you eat them raw, it's actually more poisonous by half cooking them than eating them raw.
Well,
crazy.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it is. So take that to your bean world.
I wouldn't have of all the things, right?
Yeah. There's a crazy thing that lives in there, and if you don't cook it right and kill it, it will it can give you food poisoning.
Like you start cooking it, it awakens it, and if you don't kill it,
right, exactly,
it's going to kill you.
All right, 407-916-1041, text us 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
He's on the scene of an accident blocking the right shoulder, I-4 eastbound at Lee Road. Pumping the brakes on I-4 westbound between the Beach Line and 535. Also some slow going on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Arroyo Grande with Raymond Arroyo.
I'm Raymond Arroyo. I'd like to invite you to my new podcast, Arroyo Grande. Discover life lessons, practical advice, and inspiring examples to live by as I sit with celebrities and thought leaders you'll absolutely love. Listen to Arroyo Grande wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Guys, I got to tell you, I don't know that I've ever endorsed a company that could have such a direct, life-changing impact for you than Life Imaging FLA. Start off the new year with great health by getting the scan and making sure that your heart is in good shape. And guys, let me tell you, this is as easy as it gets. This entire process only takes a few minutes. You do not take off your clothes. There are no dyes. And the information you get can save your life. And I can say that for sure because we've had so many listeners call us and tell us, hey, look, thought I was fine. Went in. I was not fine. Matter of fact, they told me I had to go straight to the hospital to get surgery to save my life. Many people have said that. That's not me overplaying it. That's me telling you the absolute truth. These guys are all about proactive health care, and they want to make sure that you are the same. And remember, this is a free heart scan, just a few minimum requirements. It's a $699 value. And please ask about their cancer screening while you're there because early detection does save lives. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say that keyword free heart scan. They'll make your appointment that way. That's right. Pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. It is time to make that call and start off 2026 right with control of your long-term health care.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses advanced science to analyze your gut biome with a simple at-home test, so you know exactly what foods and supplements are right for you, all based on real data from your own body. And you know what? That's science you can trust. Go to Viome.com now and use promo code THRIVE to save $50 on your full body intelligence test. That's Viome.com, promo code THRIVE to save $50.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your local Orlando injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me, ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO.
Start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida. Mecum Auctions brings 13 days of full-throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the whole family. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classics, muscle cars, exotics, and more cross the block. Come experience Mecum Auctions live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
ThatmortgageguyDon.com. Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th.
Planet Fitness is the official fitness center of the Orlando Magic and Orlando Solar Bears.
See club for details.
Jack here, and I'm using Viome to understand my body better. Viome is an easy at-home gut health test. No lab visit, no doctor's office. I sent away the test, and a short time later, I had my personalized results that blew me away. The test shows what is happening inside inside my body right now. This is science-backed guidance showing me what foods I should be eating, what foods I should avoid, and what is a superfood for my body. They also recommend custom formulated supplements and biotics made uniquely for me. You can do it too. Get started at Viome.com. That's V as in Victor, I-O-M-E, Viome.com.
You made it through the holidays, but that constant sniffle might be more than just a cold. Trouble breathing, allergies, sinus infections? That's where Aspire Allergy and Sinus comes in. You're busy, and who has time for allergy testing and weekly shots? At Aspire, we make it easy with same-day results and a personalized treatment plan built just for you. Skip the meds that only mask symptoms. Aspire offers real solutions so you can breathe easier and feel better for good. Visit AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Hey, Central Florida. This Friday night from 5 to 9 p.m., downtown Leesburg is the place to be. We're talking food trucks, live acoustic jams, and a sweet evening market. Savor a drink, indulge in ice cream, or grab a savory snack from one of their downtown delights as you stroll and explore all that Leesburg has to offer. It's the place to be this Friday night from 5 to 9 p.m. It's Discover Leesburg every second Friday. It's not just an event, it's an experience. Info at leesburgflorida.gov.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenickleegroup.com. This hour of programming is brought to you by My Home Builders Network. Need new windows? Then you need Mike and his team at hbnusa.com.
Flash back to the countdowns you grew up with on Classic American Top 40.
I'm Casey Kasem.
One channel with countdowns from the 70s and 80s. And another from the 90s and 2000s.
The smaller the numbers, the bigger the hits.
All commercial free. Relive the stories behind the songs with Classic American Top 40.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Search Casey Kasem and make these your next presets. iHeartRadio.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
What up, JCS crew?
What up, dude?
You know, guys will say the most ridiculous, derogatory, nastiest things to each other you could imagine because they're best friends. If we don't like you, we don't even talk to you. We wouldn't even say those things to you. But as someone to confide in for like personal stuff, yeah, I've got like 2 people in the world I would go to.
Hey, Ohana, how's it? Howdy doody. Howdy doody, partner. Howdy doody. Howdy doody. Oh, man, Jack. I always trip out so hard when you put that on for the best of. Bro, always gets me laughing so hard. Anyway, guys, have a great day.
Thanks, buddy.
Aloha.
Aloha, brother. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate that as we do every day. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Howdy doody.
Turn on Bratcher's mic if you don't mind. Bratcher Brown with us today.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Bratcher. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
He'll be in for the It's Only Money segment here in just a few minutes. We'll go to break in a little bit and come back. Bratcher, let me ask you a question because I don't know if you heard those talkbacks, but we were talking about earlier of how do you have a lot of good dude friends that you remain friends with, or is it just basically you and your wife?
I have dude friends. Good is a subjective term.
We were talking about, I brought up the point that, from my perspective, guys can communicate in a certain way and that I don't hear women communicating. Like I can have a bunch of names for you, bro, buddy,
sure.
Pal,
yep.
Partner, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And I don't hear women using terms of that nature. And I wondered if, and then Deb started saying, well, it's because you guys are so used to kind of breaking balls and being mean to each other.
Yeah.
Now, and how old are you? Do you mind me asking?
31.
So you're 31. My son's also 31.
Yep.
Do you have that thing with your friends where you bust balls, or is it different with your generation?
So my group of friends, some of which I believe listen to the show, so they will confirm that there's a lot of that.
Yeah, a lot of ball busting.
Yeah, but I do. It does. It does vary from guy to guy. Like some guys, you assume you're in the club and you understand how this works, and then you do it, and they're like, "Why did you say that to me?" I go, "I thought we were friends. I didn't know I couldn't talk to you in that awful manner."
It was a weird way to put it, but it's 100% true.
Yeah.
And then secondly, one of the other things is we talked about how guys have a very difficult time. Like women can have a friend that they confide in. They can literally sit down and talk about their most deep and dark situations in their life.
And about you guys,
right?
too.
And about us.
Right down to the nitty-gritty.
Now, I don't have that, but I'm not a boomer, but I'm not far from it. I'm a Gen Xer. But I'm not far from that. And you know, in your generation, is that a thing? Do you and your friends, do you have a friend that you share things like that with that you don't share with your wife?
Well, no, not that I don't share with my wife. I think my wife hears everything.
Yeah.
But
but who do you talk to when you have something to talk to about her? Like,
well, I think she's listening right now, so I would never have anything that I would say about her.
But what I'm saying is that, like if I had a problem with my wife, and and you're in when you're in a 20-year relationship, you're going to have these things that come up.
Yep.
I do have a buddy I can go, hey man, does your wife do this, or do you have this situation, just to kind of get a context of what I'm dealing with?
Yeah. For sure.
Okay.
I think that exists. I think historically speaking, and maybe this is because we're younger men, and maybe as we get older, this will shift. You can tell me if that's true or not. There's a beer count. You know, after about 5 or 6 is the sweet spot for like, hey, you want to talk about how you're actually doing?
Yeah. You say you could look at your friend, and that veil's been pulled down a little bit
because we're guys, we're men.
Yeah.
You know, we don't talk about that stuff. We don't feel it.
Interesting. Yeah. I just wanted to get your perspective. That's because it's so much generationally. It's so different. You know, people like men Jack and my age and older. We just don't do that. The thought of it.
I know men who do I don't have that relationship with them, but I know men who have that relationship with other men, and it sounds very healthy.
Right. And I know your dad has a really good group of dudes that goes and plays golf and all that stuff, but I don't get the feeling that your dad would be that kind of guy either.
I don't. You know, I think everybody has different groups for different conversations. I don't know that the golf group is having that talk.
Maybe not. For sure, maybe not. A couple of things we want to get out before we get to It's Only Money and the end of the program today. And I wanted to ask this quick question because there's a situation out in Lake County, but this could be happening anywhere. And I actually have a buddy that lives over on the coast, over in that Melbourne area, that has a group of people that does this very thing. But I wanted to ask and see who's responsible for it. Families say that Evergreen Cemetery in Leesburg has fallen into complete disrepair following the dissolution of its ownership. Visitors report overgrown graves, trash, and very little maintenance, forcing loved ones to clean site themselves. Lake County Code Enforcement is now investigating the conditions at the cemetery. Now, what I didn't understand is I thought all cemetery property was owned and managed by the city in which it lies. I did not have any idea there were like private graveyards.
Considering what's under the ground, you think there has to be the security of a long-term plan, and that kind of security really only comes with government, because private owners can change and die. And
let me give you an example. When my mom passed, God rest her soul, and we were doing this, we were setting up where she was going to be. Like, I bought my plot from the city of Palatka.
Right.
I bought the plot from the city. So it's their responsibility to maintain the graveyard. And to be honest with you, they do an okay job, but we've gone up there a couple of times and seen some ratty stuff. My wife fired off a letter immediately saying, look, people pay money to do this. This is somewhere where where families gather to remember their loved ones. It should be a place that doesn't look like it's ratty. You guys need to get here and get this done. And they did. When we went back last time, everything she put on her letter was done.
It could depend on if it were a religious cemetery.
Like a church owned it or something?
If it were, a Catholic cemetery or a Jewish cemetery, it may differ, who actually has control. I believe that this particular cemetery is an old African-American cemetery.
Is it really? Yeah, it says, according to Sunbiz, Florida's business registry, Evergreen Cemetery was officially dissolved in September of last year. The listed president of the cemetery, bad look, by the way, told reporters that the business closed because it was not profitable.
They ran out of room.
Records show that Evergreen Cemetery is classified as a community cemetery, which means it's not legally required to maintain a perpetual care fund for ongoing upkeep. for families, the lack of maintenance has been painful. And look, in my hometown, it's the same situation. There is an overgrown cemetery, and it happens to be, because it's a very old city in Florida, it's the graveyard that most African Americans in the city are buried in. Right across the street, and I'm not joking, a 2-lane road separates the two cemeteries. If you stood in the road and looked one way, you're like, oh, that's really nice. If you look the other way, it looks like a movie set.
Mm-hmm.
The city does not maintain it. They maintain the other one, but they don't maintain the other one, if you feel me.
So that's left to family and friends and community members.
Yeah. And people are saying, look, it's just a shell to some people, but the families all members of the families have passed on. They don't have anybody in their lineage that's going to come and do that. You know, my buddy Bruce that lives over in on the coast, he's got a group of guys that go around and they do this. You know, we've tried to hook up for years to make it happen. He goes into a graveyard and he cleans it up. But even that's weird because, you know, there are maybe some people who don't want you messing with their family's
final resting spot.
Right. They don't want you touching it. You're not part of their family.
It might be volunteers groups might be the only way to kind of solve this problem of, you know, a defunct.
And that's what he is. I mean, but the thing is like, who does that? Who makes that call? And how can you just kind of up and leave a graveyard? You go, oh, wish you the best.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Well, if it's anything like the movies, they'll just build a new subdivision on it.
Yeah, maybe so, yeah. Crazy. Anyway, 407-916-1041, text 77031. One of the other things I wanted to talk about before we get over to It's Only Money here in a few minutes is something is making a big comeback. And I don't know that many people...
Bell bottoms.
No, it's not bell bottoms.
Corded phones.
Not corded phones. That's a
typewriter.
No, it's a little bit more...
record player.
Phone booth.
It's a little bit more controversial than that.
Cocaine.
No, not cocaine.
Oh, it's a different drug.
Not cocaine. It says this appears to be enjoying a cultural renaissance among Gen Z.
Not heroin.
Mm-mm. They're popping up across social media in edits of celebrities and iconic TV characters.
Not cigarettes.
Cigarettes is the answer.
Yeah.
No way.
Smoking is back.
No way.
I knew you
is
couldn't
back.
keep it down.
Smoking is back.
Let's go.
Says it's long been seen as as obviously a big issue. In July of 2024, a study says 64% of legal drinking age Gen Zers in the U.S. Said they had not consumed alcohol in the 6 months leading up to that year, but they are smoking cigarettes, and they're not doing drugs, not or any of that stuff. They're abstaining from drugs, but they're smoking cigarettes.
Don't do that.
I've never smoked a cigarette.
Over vaping? I know, and you've never seen cocaine, blah, blah, blah.
I've never smoked a cigarette. I never had to. I've smoked plenty of cigars and some other stuff, but I've never smoked a cigarette. Never had the want to smoke a cigarette.
Do news. You'll smoke 3 at a time.
Yeah.
Acid, mushrooms,
Yeah.
mescaline.
Did you smoke? You
Why?
smoked at a point, right?
What? Don't you point at me.
You smoked cigarettes, did you not?
For 3 days when I was 12 or
Did you ever
13.
smoke, Branch?
So in college, smoking was very prevalent. I'm a millennial, but that went hand in hand with what I would call the abuse of stimulants in the forms of ADHD medication.
Yeah.
So people
Adderall.
were doing that socially.
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah,
top of drinking, which then led to the drunken cigarette, which then led to the sober cigarette.
Right, yeah. It says here, while there's no hard data reflecting that Gen Zers are now taking up the practice of smoking, it says social media suggests that they like the way it looks and sharing that with all of their friends. In other words, they're doing it on social media right now. It's not like tagged into their lifestyle. It's not becoming habitual yet, but they are doing it because it looks cool.
Yeah, well, after 3, 4, 5 videos, it's going to become habitual.
Right, exactly right. That's the problem.
That's the trick with it.
And
It will eventually become habitual.
And okay, so when I was managing, a bar, I remember the cigarette machine was $1.75 a pack, and when it went up to $2, we were talking at the bar. It's like, where will everyone quit? Will it ever get to $5 a pack? And is that when everyone will quit? Now, I think, what is it now? 7, 8?
Well, if you go to New York, I think it's like $15.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's between 12.
They still smoke.
Pack.
California is expensive too, right?
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of rules in California. There are some places you can't even smoke outside. Like, you can't smoke on the sidewalk in California someplace.
That's like it is here in Florida as well. A lot of beaches now you can't smoke or vape at. The only thing you can have is a cigar because, of course, a cigar doesn't leave a filter.
Right.
There's no cartridge. It can be broken down. But, yeah, they say part of the reason why cigarette prices aren't as expensive in Florida is because, according to the American Lung Association, we don't tax cigarettes at the same rate that they do in California and New York because $15 a pack, that's going to be a prohibitive price.
Yeah, for sure.
So if they are only smoking to look cool, why not get the fake cigarettes like they use in movies? Just like people who wear glasses with no lenses.
Yeah.
Because they like the look.
Authenticity,
and they don't need it.
Jack. They want the authenticity.
Yeah, aren't there really cheap
Keeping
cigarettes?
it real
though?
on the gram? Yeah.
Aren't there a couple cigarettes like that are like really like like your bottom barrel kind of cigarettes?
So what's
like,
odd is the young guys in my office. Literally this morning, we're having this conversation about what are those cool cigarettes, and I didn't know what that meant.
You mean cool as the brand cool? Like the
yeah,
menthol?
like the ones that look, and what they were getting at was like the old 60s unfiltered Mad Men Lucky Strike.
Oh, yeah.
Marlboro Reds.
Camels.
Yeah.
Paul
I don't even
Malls.
think they make those anymore.
Oh, yeah, they make
do.
them. Oh, yeah.
I don't know about Camel unfiltered, but those cigarettes are only they're like half
Well, and
the
that's
size
what they
of a
thought was
regular-
so cool is they
Yeah.
were little, that and like if you ever go to Europe, they have the skinny cigarette.
Yeah.
Apparently that's very cool.
Really?
I'll admit those Italians do look really cool. I'll give them that.
My dad used to roll his own.
Oh, yeah.
That's real man stuff. My dad used to had that Prince Albert. He'd get that paper out.
That's how I got through college, a can of tobacco and a rolling machine.
I knew people who rolled their own.
God.
You take one puff of that and go, yeah, well, I'm done. I don't want to touch that anymore.
Exactly.
He used to chew plug tobacco and smoke filterless hand rolled cigarettes. That's real man stuff.
That is man stuff. He's not talking about his feelings with his friend.
He
group.
is not
No.
talking about anybody. To his wife, to God, nobody. All right, 47916-1041. Text us 77031. Bratcher Brown is here. We'll do It's Only Money next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is the news junkie.
To think that if you attended Shia LaBeouf acting school and it was like this stereotypical abusive teacher, like, you're never going to make it.
It seems kind of like Borat comedy school in a way. Very, very strange way to learn things.
Now we're
but-
talking, Sean.
Not.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
Stop and go traffic on I-4 eastbound between South Street and Parr Street. Lots of company as well on I-4 westbound between Parr Street and Robinson Street. And you're tapping the brakes I-4 eastbound between 46 and 1792. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Watching football this weekend? Get the Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut for just $10. It's our biggest pizza for the biggest games. Giant foldable slices, huge flavor. So order now at pizzahut.com or in the app.
Ask for limited time offer. Prices, participation, and availability may vary. Additional charge for extra toppings, max 3 and extra cheese. Taxes, tip, and delivery fee not included.
Start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida. Mecum Auctions brings 13 days of full throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the whole family. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classics, muscle cars, exotics, and more cross the block. Come experience Mecum Auctions live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. As the year winds down, here's something to remember. Kia sells more vehicles in Central Florida than any brand except one. So if you're shopping, chances are you're already thinking about a new Kia. Greenway Kia is closing out the year with savings up to $12,000 off MSRP and one of the area's biggest selections of new Kias. Shop hundreds of new Kias online at greenwaykias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock number 17479, offer expires 1526.
I'm a big lip gloss fan. And listen, I've tried so many different ones. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely the one for me. No sticky feel, super hydrating. Maybelline Lifter Gloss has been one I've used forever, and I suggest you do too. Go find it at the Dollar General near you. Don't forget, it's Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Want more from the Jim Colbert Show? Online at JimColbertLive.com.
This is a Missy Ellie one-time exclusive. Come on.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Don't say off mic. Get out of here. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Whatever.
Jack is here as well.
Yep.
Let's do It's Only Money.
Helping people passionate about planning for their future rise above investment myths to build real wealth.
Isn't that really just common sense financial advice?
It's both.
Oh, okay.
It's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth.
You guys give it up for Bratcher Brown. Yay! No idea where Scott is, but he did tell us last year that it would be Greg and then you. We were not on the air when Greg was supposed to be here, so now we have you.
No, I like to think I'm a little more interesting than Medicare.
Well, maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe this year, maybe not. Who
We'll
knows? How you been, buddy?
Fantastic. Very good.
You real good?
Yeah. Scott's up in Colorado, so I just got back last night.
Was he skiing?
I think he was trying to. They're lacking a little bit of the snow.
Are they really?
Yeah, it was tough sledding, quite literally, for a bit there. But I think the day we left in today, it's dumped a little bit, so he should be a little better off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's wild, man. It's so what? Where is he?
Steamboat Springs.
Yeah, Steamboat Springs. Yeah. We went up there a few summers back. My one of my closest friends is from Colorado Springs.
Yep.
And so we would go up there and visit and stuff because he knew everywhere, all the stuff. And we went up there during the summer one year.
Yeah.
And took went up to Aspen.
Yep.
And took the lift up to the summer or to what do they call it? The
top of the mountain.
The Acme House or the.
Yeah, the fancy place where they spray champagne all over each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. And the lodge or whatever.
Yep.
They just get something to eat. And they were still skiing up there in June at the top of the mountain because it was super cold up there. But then it would stop and come back. But very cool spot up there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, he's been going for a long time. I think since before there were probably lifts on that mountain.
Yeah, my My favorite thing is driving by that little airport there in Aspen.
Yep.
In Aspen, and seeing it's like, okay, G6, 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 G5, 5, Falcon.
I've told people, I said, you can tell kind of who this activity is for when the airport is showing Bloomberg in there instead of sports.
Yeah, like you drive by the airport, it's like $500 million in jets sitting there.
Yeah.
All personal jets. Bradshaw Brown is a financial advisor along with his dad, Scott Brown. 30 plus years as fiduciaries here in Central Florida, Edgewater Family Wealth. That's edgewaterfamilywealth.com. And he comes in every Tuesday to talk about some things that could help your financial outlook.
That's the idea.
We have some topics here, and let's get to them. Let's get right to it. It says, how costly taking blanket advice can be.
Yeah.
What is blanket advice, like advice from the internet or from friends?
Generally, it's the internet. I feel like now, we live in a age of surplus of information, and I have clients who will request we do things from time to time, and it's very evident quickly. You've heard this online. I'll give an example. Roth conversions are a very popular thing to do. If you don't like taxes and you like your money, then you should do a Roth conversion. Somehow that's what happens. And so this client is calling me, let's do this Roth conversion. And I'm thinking, well, why?
Rather than ask about it, they just literally call you up and say, let's do it based on a meme.
Yeah, and this is another part of a conversation which my father would echo, and in fact I'm echoing him in saying it. You found a good advisor when you find somebody you're willing to disagree with.
Yeah.
Because, and I warned our young guys, I said, at some point a client will ask you to do something, in this case a Roth conversion. The easy thing to do would be to give that client what they want. Yes, sir, right away. However, I know, because I know the guy's planning, I know his income strategy in the next year, I know that right now is not the time to do this. And so instead of saying, yes, sir, right away, it was, well, let's talk about why you think you want to do this. Well, I watched a video online and it said that this is a good idea for taxes. Okay, well, no, not necessarily right now.
Right.
And so what this guy was going to do is probably cost himself 10% on every single dollar
Whoa, dude.
he was going to move.
Wow, really?
Instead, I said, hey, the time to do this for you is in 3 years because I know exactly when we're taking cash and what taxes look like, et cetera. So taking blanket advice in that guy's case, again, was 10% on every single dollar.
Wow. You see that often. You have to, right? It's weird. It's got to be the younger people. Like older guys don't do stuff like that, right? I mean, for one thing, they're probably not online as much, and secondly, they probably don't get wooed by these fly-by-night people.
This man's in his mid-60s.
Is he really?
Yep.
Is it just a personality thing then?
I think especially when you get to that age, the algorithm knows that you're close.
Oh, yeah.
And so it starts feeding you.
Yeah.
Well, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? And again, that's not to say that it's all a bad idea, but it's not a bad idea for everyone. It's not a good idea for everyone. It's not the right time for everyone.
Right. And one of the many reasons an advisor is really necessary, because you could get a plethora of information out there that seems logical and applicable to your scenario.
Sure.
But if you have somebody, especially somebody that knows your account, knows how much you make, knows what your goals are, it's easier for you to direct that person back onto the tracks.
Yeah, and again, part of our job is to explain, here's what that actually is, and here's why that's not a good idea for you today.
Right.
And in this guy's case, it was something that I already knew we were planning on doing in 3 years, and he took a lot of comfort knowing, oh, okay, this is a good idea for me in 3 years, not today.
And does that give them some solace that they were right, that they found a piece of information that they thought they figured out? Do you get that aspect of it?
This particular client, who I love, we've had for a number of years, was very appreciative in taking the time to explain why this isn't a good idea right now, and in knowing that we had taken the consideration of doing it in the future. Not it's just, hey, that's always a bad idea, we'll never do it. It's we already knew we were going to do this, we just hadn't discussed it yet because it's not time.
Right, yeah. Bradshaw Brown here with us from Edgewater Family Wealth, edgewaterfamilywealth.com. It says here, do advisors give away their best tricks or advice?
Yeah, so...
Giveaway is an interesting way to put that.
Well, because we do these consultations, right?
Yeah.
And it's something we don't charge for.
Oh, I see what you're saying. In other words, when you call up to get the free advice, is it viable because it's free?
Right, and so I think some people do one of a few things. They say, well, this is the free consult. He's not going to give me the real thing that I came for. Well, I am. And the reason I am is because I don't just have one good idea.
Right.
I'm giving you what is immediately apparent and useful. If you want to go do that on your own, that's fine. But just know circumstances will likely change at some point over the course of your life, and I will have another good idea. So that's part of it. And then some people, I think, go, well, he's withholding it.
Yeah, I mean, because I guess the theory is why would you give me something when you want me to hire you as an advisor? Why would you give me your best advice? Because isn't that what I'm paying you for?
Right. And so this guy who gets paid to do this for a living, why would he do this for free?
Yeah.
My thought process is you're either a good fit for us or you're not.
Right.
And so I'm going to help you as best I can, and that will lead to you having a formal relationship with us if it makes sense for you.
Right.
And if it doesn't, then here you go, and best of luck. And I hope I helped.
And it's like some of the lunches are about that, right? Like when you do the lunches, I'm sure we're going to do some more this year.
Yeah.
Some more of those things. I mean, I'm guessing people who go there probably don't feel that way. They probably feel like I'm going here. They're asking me to go here. They're probably expecting a big sales pitch, but I know that doesn't happen.
Everybody is waiting for us to sell them life insurance.
Yeah.
I'm convinced 90% of people who walk into that lunch or our office are waiting for me to say, here's why you need to buy this life insurance.
Because it's so bizarre that somebody would be so benevolent. Do you understand that? I mean, it's in this world to have especially somebody who is a quote-unquote financial advisor invite you to a nice restaurant, give you a nice lunch. I mean, everybody tells you. Everybody's been to the cruise pitch for the free weekend.
Right. You got to sit through the meeting.
Right, yeah. I mean, that type thing. And they're expecting this full court press at the end of it, but it's not there.
I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop. I got my free steak 6 months ago.
Jack, I've been meaning to talk to you about your life insurance.
Met with Bratcher 4 months ago. All is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people are very shocked when that's the end of the conversation. Right? Here's where you're at. Here's what I think you should do. And then we all sit there in silence, and they wait for it.
Really?
Yeah.
And then there's nothing, and then
there's nothing.
And then they freak. How many callbacks do you get from the people from the lunches? You guys get a lot of action from that stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, about 90%, I would say, people that come to a lunch end up in our office.
Wow, really?
Now, whether or not they become a client's a different story. And I'm straight up. I try to be as straight up as I can with people to say, you are not ready for this relationship for this reason. Because if I say you are and you're not, you're going to find out and you're going to leave. So I'm not taking you on before it makes sense.
And then even worse, that person's going to hop online and say, guess what just happened to me at Edgewater Family Wealth?
Right, and then I am the life insurance guy selling you some crap.
Right,
and I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, for sure. Bratcher Brown again here with us, Edgewater Family Wealth, edgewaterfamilywealth.com. Going to give you some more information here in a second about a couple books you can download and how you can make a consultation with one of these guys to make sure your money's right. If you're nearing retirement and you want to make sure that that's going to last you a long time, these guys can help you do that for sure. Lastly here, it says, does everyone need an advisor to retire, or are some people aware that they have more than enough and now just need someone to make the smaller details more efficient? Taxes, protection, estate planning, and things of that nature.
Sure.
I would think that is that a bigger part of your audience that comes over? Like people who have invested in their 401k for their entire career, they're kind of set there. They just want somebody to manage it. They already kind of know how much it's going to disperse.
Well, most of them don't want to give money away that they don't have to, right? So there's person A who goes, I have no idea if I have enough, right? That's one version,
right.
and they might be
but that's subjective.
Teetering.
I mean, isn't that always subjective to the lifestyle
and
you want to live?
That's why we go through, hey, well, what are you going to spend when you're going to retire? So, everything under the sun we talk about, right? And that's pretty black and white. You either have enough to do what you want to do or you don't. But a fair amount of people come in and go, look, I have all this money, a 401k, but maybe I only spend $40,000 a year, and maybe my Social Security is going to cover all of it.
Right, yeah.
Right? Well, that's easy. You've walked into this meeting knowing you have enough, unless Social Security goes away, which I understand people have concerns. I'm not of that opinion, but
me either.
Then you have different things, right? If you've saved in a 401k, you have $1 million in a 401k, but you only spend your Social Security, one day you're going to be required to take money out of that 401k, and that's a tax bomb waiting to happen.
Right.
Because they're going to force you. You don't get to decide how much, and if that pushes you in a different tax bracket, well, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Right? So now we're there to say, well, here's your income strategy to make sure that doesn't happen.
Right.
Here's how you're going to move things to make sure that your children get it in a more tax-efficient manner. Because I've yet to have anybody walk in and say, is there any way you could give the IRS more of my money?
Right, yeah,
Just
for
hasn't
sure.
happened.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people that I know that are at that age where they're nearing retirement, they're 4, 5, 6, 7 years away.
Yeah.
They kind of have an idea of what their 401k is going to be at that point.
Sure.
Without any crazy 2008 or
right
2020
and that's
scenarios.
The other part of it, though, is we've been so spoiled in the last 10, 15 years, people forget that that's an opportunity and a possibility, right, of the downturn. And if you change nothing because you assume everything's going to go smoothly as it has the last X amount of years,
right,
and you run into an 08 or an 01,
Right.
That changes everything.
It sure does. Yeah.
So you need to make sure you're prepared for that in terms of how you actually invest your money.
One of the things that Scott said before that I think is one of the most applicable, pieces of thought to put with EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com is the understanding of what your 401k does, what it can do, what is going to be required of you past retirement in regards to your 401k, because, most millionaires in the U.S. are 401k millionaires.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then when you apply your Social Security to that, but the hardest question in life is, what do you want?
Yeah.
Right? So one of the things that I think that Edgewater Family Wealth helps do is it helps clients decide what they want, because maybe they come in with 3 or 4 things. I want to travel a lot, or I want to, build something, or I want to have this house or buy a piece of property or whatever. Having an advisor allows you to lay that plan out, and the advisor can work hand in hand with you to create enough income with your 401k combined with your Social Security to make sure that can happen.
Yeah.
That literally, that should draw everybody to you guys. For me, as a guy who has had a little experience with this stuff, is just like one of those things where, I can't wait to get in there with you guys and talk about my plan and what I want to do and see what I can do.
Yeah, at some point you go from growth to protection to efficiency, right? There's all these things that you should be considering to make sure you can do everything you want to do. And part of that is making sure everything, we just posted a video about this today on LinkedIn, finding the right vehicle for you. Right? Are you trying to get to Europe? Well, then you probably need an airplane. You don't like flying? Well, you got to take a boat. Is that going to get you there in time?
Right.
And so what I said is a lot of you don't know where you're trying to go, and a lot of you don't know how to get there. So there's a lot of people riding around with some jet engine duct taped to a unicycle to get 2 houses down the street.
Right, yeah.
You don't need to do that. You're putting yourself in harm's way for no reason, and a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, and again, when Scott and I talk about this whole situation, it is the what you want thing is a question that people need to start thinking about as they near that age, because what you're going to realize, we have a buddy that just retired from Disney.
When did he retire?
A year and a half ago.
Is he back to work
right?
yet?
Yeah. No, he started a business though.
There it is.
And because he got completely bored, he goes, retirement wasn't anything like I thought it was going to be.
Most people cannot do it in the manner they think.
And he's my age. I think he actually maybe even a little bit younger than me, but he was with Disney for years and has some other businesses that he did quite well with.
Yep.
But when he called it good, I think he was like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a couple, 6, 7, 8 weeks.
There's only so much Netflix to catch up on.
He goes, I'm losing my mind.
Yep.
Check out this new business I have.
Well, many of you have worked for so long, you've acquired skill sets that younger generations don't have, and somebody's willing to pay you to work 20 hours a week,
right,
for your expertise,
right.
And you need to factor that in.
Yeah, man, I got to tell you, we just had 2 weeks off, and I was busy this 2 weeks, but I could see myself losing track of time and day.
Yeah.
And it was uncomfortable.
Oh, COVID times, when that happened, I thought this is going to be awesome. And it took about a week for the guys living at the time to go, what's wrong with you?
What is going on, dude? You start losing your mind. I'm dead serious. Like, we were just off, was it 17 days or something? Like,
Yeah.
And that last week, I was very busy because I was preparing the house for my daughter's baby shower. But even then, it didn't matter because I looked at my wife twice during that time. I said, what day is it?
Well, that's the problem.
I don't even know what day it is.
And there's plenty of longevity studies that would back that up to say the second you kind of lose your purpose,
right,
things tend to go downhill from there.
And that's another thing that you guys can do, because maybe you want to start a small business. Maybe you're like, look, I've been working in the corporate world for many years. I want to open up a little shop that deals with miniatures, like Deb loves miniatures.
Sure.
I want to have a little quaint shop in Mount Dora that sells kits.
I was just there. That is exactly where their shops are.
Yeah, to do that. And the cool thing is that's what you guys do. You can you're going to need this much money, this is how much rent's going to be, blah, 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 blah.
Well, and I get that it's odd coming from a 31-year-old to look at a 60-year-old and say, you're not going to be able to do this the way you think you are. Right. So we need to budget for this, and you're going to need some time because you're going to do that, and you're going to have a hard time retiring 80% of the time because you're going to need work to do.
Right.
But no, that is who we talk to and what we talk about every single day. So there is a little bit of knowledge that comes behind saying, like, I know you think it's going to go like this, but let me tell you.
Yeah, I've experienced just an scads of people who have come through here and thought that very same thing, and they were back in here.
You're ignoring a lot of things because you think, well, that's not me. Right, that's not what retirement's going to be like, so I don't need to think about this, that, or the other. And again, for 80% of you, the reality is not what you think it is.
Right. All right, 407-916-1041, text 77031, and tell people how they can get a consultation with you guys. I know they can go to the website, EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com, and go to a pull-down bar, but they can also call as well, can they not?
Yeah, so we do have a fair amount of people call in. That number is 407-648-1881. That's our College Park office. Generally, people end up talking to me, Bratcher Brown. So yeah, we certainly have people now. Obviously, we do have clients and jobs, so sometimes we're not immediately available, but we do get back to people. So either there or EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com is a great place for, again, a free consultation to take a pretty personal look at your situation and say, here's where we see room for improvement, or you're doing great, thanks for coming in, go have lunch in College Park.
How many people come in and they feel like it took them a while to make the appointment because they felt that they were going to be embarrassed by their scenario, only to walk out of your office feeling way better about their position?
A fair amount of people walk in there with the sense of, I don't know if dread's quite the word, but not far from it, because they think I'm about to put them in their place and tell them everything they've done wrong. I don't think I've done that yet. But I do hear a lot of people saying, well, that's a relief.
Right,
at the end of it. And some people are just putting it off, to be fair. We had somebody in a couple weeks ago. Look, I've been listening for 6 months, and I've been meaning to, and I've just been putting it off, but I figure now it's time.
Right, yeah. And then it worked out perfect.
Yeah, and I always say too soon is not really a thing. You know, as a man in my 30s, right, I do planning for myself. Is it pretty vague because I don't know what's going to happen over the next 20 years, and there's a lot of variables? Sure. But at least I know I'm headed in the right direction. When I need to shift, I can.
Yeah.
So.
Do you find people that are like my age, if they come in and they're talking to you, that they feel confident that you are going to give them sage advice?
I think so. You know, there's always, not always, but a fair amount of time there's a feeling me out period, right? Because you're not the old man, and I don't see any gray hair. But again, you know, I've been doing this for quite some time, and I think I've seen enough to where I can pretty accurately.
Yeah, for sure. And then of course, if not, I mean, what you and your pop have talked about over the years as well, I'm sure has sunk in as well.
Yeah, most of the stories I'm telling are his. So. Yeah. They take place in the 80s, and you're wondering how that math checks out. It doesn't.
EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. He also has a couple books that you can download there for free.
Yeah.
I forget the names always.
So the ebook is I've Got a Guy, and it's kind of a guide to finding an advisor. And you can download that one. And then we also send out physical copies of, he's got one called I've Never Made Anybody Rich,
right?
Which is really a bunch of client stories and his own coming up as an advisor, explaining that is rarely what we do.
Right,
Our job is to protect you from yourself and from the IRS and from stupid decisions.
EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Give these guys a call. Make yourself an appointment. Get yourself a consultation. Download those books, and everything will be good. And of course, Scott will be in next week, and I'm sure we'll start going over the schedule for some of the events that you can come to personally, meet these guys, and
love to have you.
Learn more of that. So thanks, Brad. You're always good seeing you, buddy.
Likewise.
Deb, what do you got for news?
Well, the Los Angeles Fire Department chief comments on the 1-year anniversary of the Palisades fire. U-Haul data shows where more people are moving to. No surprise there. And the airline that's launching free high-speed Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Good news if you're traveling, and we'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
All right, let's take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news and get the hell out of here on a Tuesday.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Temperatures are on the climb this week. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. We'll stay above normal tonight, watching out for more of that patchy, dense fog to develop. Could be dealing with more dense fog advisories early Wednesday morning for some of us, so travel with some caution out there. We'll see that mix on out later in the morning with lots of sunshine later in the day, just a few clouds from time to time. We're expecting highs to rise up close to 80, which is well above average for early in January. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Hey guys, it's Ryan. I want to tell you about my new pastime, Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has been around for over a decade, delivering the most fun you can have online. Play social casino-style games for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+.
The new year is a perfect time to refresh your home with Benjamin Moore paint at Tools Ace Hardware. Discover thousands of beautiful Benjamin Moore colors, including the new 2026 color of the year, Silhouette. At Tools Ace Hardware, their knowledgeable associates are ready to help you one-on-one with your next paint project. Rollers, brushes, drop cloths, they have it all. Visit one of Tools Ace Hardware's 14 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com for convenient in-store pickup or local delivery, even on paint. Tools Ace Hardware, your local helpful place.
There comes a time for every entrepreneur when you'll turn off the lights, lock the door, and walk out of your business for the last time. The question is, will it happen on your terms? For years, the business has carried your name, your risk, your sacrifices. And when it's time to move on, It deserves more than a handshake deal or a guess what the valuation is. At Transworld Business Advisors, we help business owners plan their next chapter confidentially, professionally, and with respect for everything they built. I've been doing this for 30 years, and I've never seen a better market to sell your business. Now is the time to call Transworld Business Advisors and start that next chapter of your life. Call 833-SELL-FLA to get started. That's 833-735-5352 or visit tworld.com/Florida.
Ugh, we're going to be so late for the concert. We should be there by now.
Just need to make a little detour and stop for gas real quick. I know a cheap place down the road.
Are you serious? We're going to miss the show because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is great. It's a free app that gets you cash back when you buy gas.
Wait, you mean I can get money back just for buying gas? Really?
Yep, and it really works. I've actually made around $200 this year already. Now pull over so you can download Upside before we miss the concert.
Pulling over. You had me at $200.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you buy gas. Use promo code RING to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or as a gift card. Download Upside and use promo code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Use promo code RING. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead, so we shall tomorrow on Real Radio. Monsters in the Morning, a Wednesday edition. You are going to have the King of Denmark making a visit, as well as some other nonsense happening on Wednesdays because Amber Nova may be in, but also our good friend Ray Trenley to answer your legal questions. That's tomorrow on the Wednesday edition of the Monsters. Tune in, won't you? And when it comes time to look ahead for you and your family, visit our friends at TK Law online at onefirmforlife.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, it's me again. So the answer for the question, should the president be a role model? Short answer, yes. The long answer, role models go both ways. You can be a role model for what not to do, and you can be a role model for what to do. This president is for what not to do, but at the same time what to do, because it seems like whatever he does, he gets to do.
I love you, Jimmy. That's my buddy. You're my buddy. Yeah, that's good, Jimmy. It's a good Jimmy. Hey, you want a biscuit? Good boy. Good boy.
It was pissing me off until you said biscuit.
So much. I mess up your ears and give you a back scratch. Oh, you hate back scratches. But you can scratch my back if you want.
No, buddy.
Okay.
I don't.
And there you go.
I don't.
Oh, you like bacon too?
This is way too long.
All right.
This is way too long, dude. Way too long.
It only makes it more uncomfortable.
No,
which only makes it more perfect.
Way too long. Like a hug from your dad. Way too long. All right, 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. Deb is here. Jack is here.
Yeah.
Bradshaw Brown sticking around for the end of the program.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for not leaving.
Happy to not leave.
All right, Deb, let's get some news.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
Los Angeles Fire Department Chief Jaime Moore is commenting on lessons learned 1 year after the deadly Palisades fire. Moore says there were significant shortcomings in the department's preparation and response to the fire. He says those were leadership and management issues and not the fault of firefighters. He also acknowledged the Lockman fire, which started on New Year's Day of 2025 and flared up into what eventually was called the Palisades fire 6 days later. Moore says firefighters were ordered to leave the scene of the Lockman fire because officials truly believed it was out. Moore says the LAFD has already changed its mop-up procedures to make sure something similar never happens again. And of course, it was the Florida man that was arrested for starting that devastating fire.
Yeah.
We'll continue to follow that. Newly released data shows more people are moving to
La Florida.
There you go. Florida than most other states. That's according to new U-Haul data on the number of one-way movers in each state. Florida is number 2 in the nation, actually, following Texas. North Carolina, Tennessee, and South Carolina round out the top 5. The top states people are moving out of are California, Illinois, New Jersey, New York, and Massachusetts.
Yeah. Expensive,
Affordability,
right,
exactly. And then finally, American Airlines is launching free high-speed Wi-Fi for customers beginning this month.
Damn, really?
Yeah. According to an announcement from the airline, Advantage members will be able to stay connected, stream, and share on more aircraft than any other carrier in the world.
Damn.
The rollout is expected to happen in phases, starting with Wi-Fi being offered across 100% of the airline's narrow-body and dual-class regional fleets. American Airlines plans to make the service available on nearly every flight by early spring.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, my wife's traveling a lot at the beginning of the year, man.
Make sure she books with American Airlines.
That's cool, yeah.
And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate that.
Sure.
Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Bradshaw Brown.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Wealth.
Look at this guy. So handsome.
Just in case you missed any of his financial advice, his podcast has already been posted at the Jim Colbert Show. Also want to say thanks and congratulations to Casey, once again winning a $25 gift card to Frogger's Grill and Bar. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that very much. Jack, question of the day.
From our YouTube chat, should the president be a role model?
That's got to be a high number. It's got to be. I'm going to say that 80% of the audience believe that the president should be a positive role model.
Not too far off. 74%.
Still, God. So 25% of the people who listen to the program do not believe that the president should be a role model of some sort. Do you believe that, Brad?
I feel like that's an important figurehead.
Yeah. There was a time.
Yeah.
There was a time.
Yeah. Very interesting, though. But, yeah, I guess it's such a subjective thing because a lot of people are like, I just want them to be effective. I don't care, what kind of person they are or whatever. I just want them to be effective.
Yeah, and the question is for you, should it?
Yeah.
It's like in an ideal world, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you willing to take a few,
Would you pay? Wait. I guess the question: would you pay higher taxes to have a president that is a role model?
Whoa! Easy, fella.
Again, Bradshaw Brown here from EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Thanks, Bradshaw, for coming in today. We appreciate that. If you would like to schedule your consultation, it's easy. EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. And once you get there, there's a phone number you can call and speak to one of these guys for a few minutes, or just book a consultation so you can go in, discuss your financial situation, tell them your plan, let them help you build a plan to make sure that you have enough money to kind of do what you want in life until there's no more life.
Until, as we delicately put it, the end of your plan.
Yeah, until the end of your plan.
Either that or spend all your time on Polymarket.
Yeah, right, exactly. Animal House tomorrow?
Yeah, we got the Central Florida Zoo coming in, talking about the Asian Lantern Festival. And for parents out there, if you're looking where to leave your kids during summer break, the zoo has some camps coming up as well.
Very nice. No Scott Maxwell tomorrow, but we will have Animal House, and we'll also have tons of fun stuff to talk about.
Can't wait.
Yes.
And more tickets to Monster Jam.
Monster Jam. Absolutely. You a Monster Jam guy, Brad?
I've been to a few.
It's fun, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it gets the worst reputation. Like people are like, oh, that's just for rednecks. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, but it doesn't matter.
I did show a guy in our office who had just gotten his citizenship. I said, all right, well, to celebrate, we're going to go to the most American thing I can think of.
We're going to eat a hot dog and watch your truck do a backflip. And I think, man, if you do go, even if you don't have pit passes, you can still go over to where the pit is and kind of look at the trucks. And I want you to do that if you go. And here's why. Because when you look at the trucks and you're not in the stands, you can't believe how big they are, right? You can't.
Yeah.
You literally can't believe how big these things are. And then remember that when you see what they're doing in the track and on the track. That's the most amazing part of it.
Yeah.
You're watching a truck that literally is 3 times as tall as you do backflips 40 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And it's bananas, dude. You can't even believe it, but tons of fun, and we'll have more tickets all this week. Let's get out of here. All righty, guys. Thanks for another great Tuesday. We appreciate that very much. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Bratcher Brown, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We will see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Tuesday evening.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Well, I don't know about that.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Accident reported on I-4 eastbound after State Route 46. Left shoulder there is blocked. Crews still working on that accident. I-4 eastbound before the beach line where the left lane